Hello, everybody. Saturday night. Welcome to the pub. I hope you all are doing well. Um, Beautiful day out here. Let me see if I can get this link pinned for everybody. And that'll just take me 1 second. There we go. Yes, sir. So, all right, it's pinned. Everyone doing good? Yeah. Last Dance. What's up, brother? Just Steve-O. Hope you don't lose your connection too. Indeed, yeah. A little bit of a slow start, but that's okay. Thanks for being here. Some interesting things happened this week in the news. Some funny shit, some serious stuff. Yeah, I don't know. That speech I heard was pretty terrible from Trump. So, and I only heard that from somebody who dislikes him greatly. So, but I would tend to believe he's not a great orator. I believe, and I don't know. He might have had a few good lines. I heard there was one good line about RFK. So, whatever. Hopefully, it's better. Got you ready? Right.
Good evening, sir.
How you doing?
Good. Just got
Very
back
good.
from a nice few days in New York City. Got to see a play on Broadway.
Wow, cool. Good one?
It was good. It was Hamilton.
Hamilton. I thought you were going to say that.
It was very good, actually.
Was this the big Hamilton, or like is it?
I think it was Hamilton. I mean, I think it was at a main theater.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
You liked it?
Yes, I liked it a lot.
A lot of singing.
A lot of singing, absolutely. What I enjoyed about it most was it had a decent sense of humor without attempting to be a joke-a-thon.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's this tightrope that they're walking, trying to have a musical that's not too sentimental, that has some sort of historical facts behind it, but isn't a boring history lesson. And I think they did a great job. The actors obviously had been done many shows, so they were just perfect. No mistakes that I could see.
Cool.
Yeah, it was just really excellent, I thought.
Stayed in the city, did you?
Yes, stayed in Manhattan.
Wow.
The
pricey trip, pricey tickets, pricey
I don't know.
hotel.
I don't know what they cost. My girlfriend's kids both live and work in Manhattan. So they invited her down for a birthday celebration. It was her birthday a few days ago, and
nice.
because I'm with her, I sort of came along like a parasite, and
yeah, freebie,
right? Exactly.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I got a feeling that it was incredibly expensive.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you went. Glad you had a good time. I generally don't really desire to go to New York City anymore, but I spent some weekends in Manhattan in the past and when I was younger. And I had a really good time. So it is a good place to experience, to visit,
Yes.
Quick in, quick out, it's.
Yeah.
Did you notice when was the last time you were in the city, NYC?
Well, I was thinking about it, and I want to say it's probably more than 10 years ago.
Any visible differences? Less people? I've heard there's like less of a population. Is it visible?
I didn't notice that there were less people. It seemed, I guess it seemed a little cleaner than the last time I remember. Transportation, because everything is high tech and wireless.
Mhm.
Transportation is now so easy. I use Apple Pay on my phone. I can go into the subway, just push my phone down, and in I go. I can get in a yellow cab or get in an Uber. You don't need anything to. It's
Mm.
just so easy. It's not cheap, but it's
Yeah.
easy.
I
Sure.
don't miss the wall where you had to pay for the ticket and then get the ticket and then you could use the ticket to go through there. If you can literally just tap your phone and go straight through that barrier, that's definitely a different
That's what you do. You just tap your phone. No intermediate ticket or token or anything. You just
like how
tap the
much
phone. $3 for the subway.
for each stop, or how does it work?
Every time you go through the turnstile now. So it sounds like, and I'm not sure, but it sounds like you could ride the entire subway system for $3 as long as you don't exit.
Mhm.
Okay. That's
But if you
actually
just-
not that bad. That's way
if you
cheaper
just-
than.
If you just go 5 blocks, it's also $3.
What about the safety of where you put your vehicle when you leave it behind?
Since I took I took Amtrak to Penn Station, and
Like
our
an
hotel.
Acela type thing?
No, Acela was too expensive.
Okay.
I actually paid for the train myself, so you got better believe I got.
Right. You got the cheapie.
I got the steam engine version.
Right.
Aesthetic.
But our hotel was within walking distance of Penn Station, so
Nice.
just got out of the train and went to the hotel. It was just so easy.
That's cool, man. Sounds
There's
fun.
two worlds. The having a vehicle is a great security and a power and capability to have, but there's also times like that where you don't having a vehicle is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I have maybe about 10 or 15 years ago, my wife had to undergo some. She had to have some medical procedures done for various reasons. It ended up being done at a Mount Sinai hospital, and so I drove. We stayed at a hotel close to the East River in Manhattan. It was not too expensive. It was expensive enough.
Yeah.
Parking, was not too expensive. It was expensive, but it wasn't terribly expensive. So
Right.
so I did drive. I have driven in Manhattan.
I thought
it's just
Sinai
like-
was in Maryland.
There's probably a Mount Sinai everywhere.
Okay.
The God's chosen people make their hospitals and call them the same name.
All Jewish hospitals are Mount Sinai?
No, but a whole bunch are.
Okay. I mean, I know that's a very wealthy conglomerate.
There's none in Boston, but we got that one Brigham and Women's, of course, named after Brigham Young. So we got, what is that? The Mormons, right?
I don't know.
Not sure.
Could be.
The name
I
sounds
remember-
familiar though.
I remember the Simpsons episode where I can't remember. I think it's Marge has to go to the hospital, and an ambulance pulls up, and it says
LDS.
It says like St. Peter's, Catholic hospital, and Homer says, "Hey, only the best for my wife." So then the next, it like changes the sign like it's a bus, and it says Mount Sinai, and then Homer says, "What do you think? I'm made of money?" And then, and then it changes one more time to some other, hospital,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
funny.
off they
Classic.
go.
Good stuff. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you had a nice trip. So you did like a couple days.
Yeah, we were there 2 nights.
Yep.
And it was pretty busy.
Yeah, you guys had like a pretty packed itinerary.
Yes. A little too packed for, for my needs. I should have thought about it and taken an extra day
Sure.
just to be our day without the kids
Right.
Treating us to all in sundry spectacles. But
Yeah.
it's pretty expensive in Manhattan these days, and
I bet. I wouldn't even want to know, dude.
It depends on, like, you can still eat on the cheap because there's so many restaurants. There's an insane amount of competition there, so you can still get a reasonable meal if you know where to go. But it is, different now. It used to be easier to find those spots. I think now everything's gotten outrageous.
Yeah. There is a lot of competition in the restaurant business. And as a result, it's a pretty high quality experience no matter where you go.
Mhm.
I mean, that's the thing. Like where I live now, there's really not variation of anything. But to be in the middle of New York City, like to have that much of variation to choose from, that's great. That I've experienced anything like that in quite a while.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was. And to be honest, you almost didn't have to. You could almost walk to everything from the hotel within, let's say, a 6 block radius. There were all vegan restaurants that I wanted to go to, but we just didn't. There wasn't any time in the schedule to do
Mhm.
it. So,
bet
and I
there's
could
a
have
few up
walked to them. There were other places. There was everything you could
Mm.
walk to
You-
within the.
You
know.
felt comfortably safe.
Yes. Here's one negative. Well, might not be a negative for you, Smoke Steve, but the place reeked of weed almost
Mhm.
everywhere you went.
I've heard
Really?
that.
Because
Yeah.
it's recreational.
I don't know whether it's. I think it, for whatever reason, probably because it's not illegal, it is recreational. Nobody enforces any laws about smoking out on the sidewalk or the street. So,
Right. How many years until that's the same as cigarettes?
well, how about 0?
Because it's now.
Good
Yeah.
luck. I mean, but like vapes and stuff, I've found these little things.
Mhm.
You can smoke in a room and no one even knew it happened.
I know.
Is that that's
It's
what we
live.
were just that
Yeah.
go ahead.
It's so live rosin, but it's from hemp, so it's like lower THC or whatever. But
Sure.
The hemp thing.
I just see that I'm sure we're gonna find all these problems. I know that the oils you breathe in are gonna fuck you up somehow. It's not like it's a magic solution to the side effects of drugs, but it's definitely less invasive than smoke, like by 1,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear that for sure.
Yeah.
Have you been to Ground Zero?
No, didn't get a chance.
Did you want to?
I want to do all. There's all kinds of things I wanted to do that,
Okay.
including that.
Hmm.
I wanted to go see the Brill Building. That's probably not on anybody's top list of sites to see, but I think that it was pop music was kind of almost invented there in many ways.
What is it called?
The Brill Building.
I don't really know what that is.
Well, it's where kind of it's where songs were written, mostly songwriters in the day when, in like the early 60s and late 50s and even to the 70s where there were professional songwriting teams that wrote songs and gave them to artists to record like, who's that famous one? He just passed away recently.
A singer or a songwriter?
A songwriter.
Bernie Taupin?
No, he is a songwriter though, but he wrote.
He might still be alive.
Yeah, I think he is.
Good for him.
Okay, maybe the name will come to me, but
Quincy Jones.
no, he's a white guy.
Quincy Jones did just die, and he was more of a producer, but I do think he had some songwriting credits.
Burt
Once.
Bacharach, that's what I'm.
There you go. Yeah. he
Burt
wrote-
Bacharach passed away. I didn't know. I didn't hear that.
He wrote a lot of stuff.
Yeah, the fact that I know him,
Yeah.
I think my
Wow.
sister got into him because he was jazz more, right? He was like,
He wrote stuff for lots of pop artists, not just jazz.
but he was big in the jazz scene, or no?
I don't think it was a jazz player.
I mean,
No?
maybe jazzy pop music, like the girl from Ipanema. I think that was his song. He wrote songs for Dionne Warwick for a long time.
What about big band?
Big band? I don't know what
For
about that.
like that style, like I guess it's like jazz sort of, but not.
Yeah, big
Doesn't
band is old school, 40s and 50s. Benny Goodman, Glenn Miller, people like that.
Would you relate it to jazz or no?
Big band?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
it's definitely jazz. It's not like avant-garde like jazz, but it's definitely jazz.
No, I
It's
never
just-
watched The Cutting Crew. So English Bottle Cap brings up Tin Pan Alley. I wanted to go see. There was a plaque. There is a plaque that I thought was near one of the restaurants we were going to that marked the Tin Pan Alley location. But I went where I thought it was, and it just wasn't there. I walked up and down the block. I mean, I went to the restaurant a little early just so I could find the Tin Pan Alley plaque, but no, couldn't find it.
And you were able to get good meals at regular restaurants for yourself without having to like pick and choose. And
It was a little difficult, but they were very accommodating.
Sure.
So like we went to a French restaurant,
Mm.
La Grande Boucherie. And I'm
yeah, that has butcher in the title, so
Right,
there's
right.
a lot of meat there.
So I wouldn't expect much, but I did. I
Doesn't
told
it
the
mean
server
butcher?
that
The big butcher.
I actually don't know what it translates to.
Okay.
But that sounds like about right. But I told the server that I'm a vegan, and I see some things on the sides there, and she said, "Well, we can make the gazpacho without cream, and you might." So I said, "Yeah, I'll try the gazpacho." And I
Is
think I
that
also
cold
got
soup?
green. Yeah, it's cold soup and green beans, cold tomato soup.
Mm.
Green beans almondine, and I got those, and they were delicious. I mean, I enjoyed them
Fresh.
very much. Enjoyed them. They were delicious.
Hey,
Good.
let me ask you this, Last Dance. What do you get on a bagel?
The bagel.
Well, I'll tell you what I get. I get hummus if the place offers it.
Of course.
What kind of just plain?
I like onion bagels if the place has them. Otherwise, I'll get plain or everything.
No, I mean the hummus.
Yeah, well, whatever they have, usually plain.
I like the jalapeno hummus.
Hummus is dank, dude. I mean, you nailed it on that one, and it's like very healthy for the amount of flavor you get, and you
Yeah,
can eat
it's-
like an endless amount of it, and it's super high protein and low fat.
It tastes good on a bagel. I get at one place I go, I get sesame bagels. I love sesame, and you get it toasted. You get the bagel toasted, and I don't know, the flavor seems to come alive. The sesame,
Sure,
and then you get hummus on that, and it's a treat. It really is.
that's you.
Yeah, there were many vegan places. There were many all vegan restaurants, none of which I got to
Right.
visit.
Sure. Yeah. I didn't realize it. I heard you say once or twice before how much you loved Indian food. I didn't realize there's a whole faction of Indian food that is purely vegetarian,
Hell yeah, dude.
and
They nailed it.
they specialize in that. I just
Yes.
watched a streamer he went to a vegetarian Indian restaurant and looked pretty damn good, man. I mean, I gotta say, it's wild, like different amounts of flavors they can pack into things.
Yeah,
That's how it is with Middle Eastern food, though. They'll take cracked bulgur wheat and make it taste incredible with like 25 different spices, and you put
Yeah.
lemon juice, and it's just it's
Some of it's just like dirt and clay. I'm like, wow.
lead.
Yeah. This is delicious and I'm regular. Thank you.
They used to use that. There was a spice for years that was common in the Middle East that had lead in it, and people would add
What
it to
was
their
it?
food.
What was the flavor?
I can't remember what it was called, but I know this because when I took a lead class, it had to do with lead paint. The teacher, there was a lot of people of various different races in the class, asked if anyone had this spice at home, and a couple of the guys said, "Yeah, we have it, we use it." And she said, "There's lead in that. You got to be really careful. Make sure you don't put that in your food." Like, yeah,
So,
crazy.
because lead tastes sweet or something, right?
It does have a sweet flavor.
Wow.
Man, oh,
Brilliant.
man.
What was the
I mean-
stuff that the ladies used to lick and put on the watches? Like they'd lick the brush and then they'd tap it in
Oh.
and they'd wipe it on the brush and it would glow.
I think it was radium.
radium? Radium.
Radium.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Is that
'cause
radioactive?
Well, that's
made
because it
their
glows in the
it made
dark.
Their
That's
teeth
why.
fall out and made their lips deform and fall off and stuff, and like it was fucked.
And
It's
and
just
then
a
they
part
died
of our
so
history
often.
where it's like, yee.
Well, yeah,
Yikes.
there's that, and we've talked about this before. The shoe X-ray machine from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
old shoe stores in the
Yeah.
Oh,
60s.
nuke your foot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally, it was like
Yeah.
1,000 times
Yeah.
what a modern X-ray would do.
And you
A
wonder
whole
why the old ladies
lifetime
had
of
like the
mod-
messed up toes.
Yeah, a whole lifetime of modern X-rays wouldn't give you probably
Well,
as
that's
much
because
as one of those.
That's because an X-ray is a discrete photo.
Mhm.
The shutter opens for a moment, you get irradiated, and then it closes. These I forget what they were called, but the things that would measure your shoes, they were a continuous beam.
Right.
That, you
So you
just
could see through the foot.
so you could see through the foot and
Mhm.
size it. But
Right.
I don't think many people.
And what was the
died of
purpose of
foot
why
cancer.
was that even why even do that when you can use a measuring tape?
Well, because you
Gimmick?
don't have to take your shoes off.
Oh my god.
It was a gimmick. It was never.
It was
Yeah, that was
definitely
a
a gimmick.
deadly. Did anybody get in trouble for that gimmick? Probably
No,
not.
I don't think anybody died from foot cancer from one of those.
Bro,
I
you don't know
Right.
that. Maybe Bob Marley.
I mean, you're right in that it could have elevated cancer percentages the years down the road. Who knows? Someone
Yeah.
develops leukemia 10 years or 5 years later.
What about
Could
the guys that were working at the shoe store though?
Yeah,
I
it's true.
I mean, these things machines weren't designed by idiots. They
Right.
were.
They
But
were
they were unnecessary risk.
top shelf idiots.
Okay.
So they didn't really know what X-rays were, right? That's how they gave it the
did.
name.
They had the
X-ray.
beginning. They had the
They-
beginning
they-
understanding.
Oh, in the beginning, yes.
So the best they could come up with was X-ray. Let's just
Right,
call
because-
it that.
Because they knew something was happening, but they couldn't identify it. So they
Right.
just called it X-ray. But that was way back.
What was the female scientist that worked with it originally? Madame Leary or something?
Curie.
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 She died of radiation.
Yes.
There was an instrument back in the day, I think, that had lead in it that would drive people crazy. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Like mentally crazy.
Yeah, yes. And of course, like old pewter would have lead in it. That would be
Yeah.
literally silverware. So you got to be careful. Like if you have any really old antique, that gray, dull silverware, it could be like 5% lead. Not good,
Mhm.
Not transpermeable, but I suppose if you put it in your mouth, you're definitely going to be getting some kind of lead in there, right?
Yeah. So bottle cap, I'm pretty sure you're right, of course. I'm pretty sure those foot measuring devices had like a lead capture part below the foot, because although they were unnecessary risks, they were not designed by idiots. They stopped they made sure to stop the X-rays at just behind the foot or something. I'm pretty sure. I actually don't have one to test.
Yeah, the way I've seen them, that was a wooden box that was tall, almost like a short podium, with a cutout in the bottom, and you stood and put your feet into it, and then there was a screen, I think, somewhere adjacent to it that they could literally live view.
Yep.
While you're getting the X-ray blast.
Yeah, and I think there were markings to measure. Your foot stood on something that markings would show up, so they could instantly read the size of your foot.
Right through your foot.
Right.
My God. Yeah, the Mad Hatter, right? That was based on lead poisoning.
Was it?
I believe so. He can expound on it.
Mad Hatter in the actual story, or is this a nickname someone got in real life?
I don't know. Let's see if Eastman wants to. He's probably typing away furiously right now.
Chicken pecking at lightning speeds.
Sniping.
Yeah.
I know. I see Eastwind as a, a 4 or 5 fingers on each hand typer. Like really
No.
flying along there.
Nope. That speed and that volume, that's 2 fingers right there. That's 2 fast fingers.
Nope, that's about mercury poisoning, according to Wikipedia.
Interesting. Have you guys ever pulled the old try to heat the
Hey.
mercury thermometer up with the stovetop as a kid when you're supposed to be sick at home to try and like fool your mom?
Maybe.
Like, oh, you're dead. You're actually dead right now.
I held it in the fire and the thing blew up and there was mercury all over the stove. And I was like, what do I do here? And
Then you're like, I need to go to school real quick.
I was like pushing it and touching it.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I broke a thermometer once, and I was fascinated by what came out. It was almost like it was alive. Those little mercury balls that it would break into.
Trippy.
Yeah.
And what does mercury come out of the ground looking like? I mean,
I don't know.
it's got to be in some other form because it can't be all floppy liquid like that. I mean, how would you?
No way.
It's got to be something else that gets refined. Exactly, Biscuit.
Yeah, I played with mercury in my hand as a kid too.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
then we'd have it inside of a Nalgene bottle, little 25 ml. And it's a really cool material.
Yeah, in a lab setting.
In a safe setting, it's a very fun material.
Yeah, sure. I think it is transpermeable though. Is it?
I
No,
don't know
maybe
if
not.
no. I think that you have to consume it
Okay.
or orifice it.
Sure. It's got to get into your body somehow.
So, and when you asked, I looked it up, and there's something. The natural form of mercury is in something called cinnabar, which sounds like a Cinnabon, some food you would eat.
Yeah, but don't eat it.
Right. Interesting. Yeah, it's the same with I think aluminum comes out of the ground as what? Bauxite or something? I can't remember. That's another.
Yeah, that sounds
Yes.
familiar.
Yes,
Is that what it is?
yes. That I remember being on a ship. One of the jobs I had in Australia was piss testing, and I had to go onto the ship, and that's what they did there all day long. Is just bring these bauxite ships in, and it's all this red dust, and they just suck it out all day, and then the ship goes.
Okay. And Bottle Cap says it is transpermeable
Well,
mercury.
that sounds fun.
Like lead is not. Like lead you can work with all day and get it all over your hands. But of course you got to be careful because if you get it in your mouth or on your food or on your dinner table and then your kid gets it in their mouth, you can really fuck up brain development, especially in like younger kids.
Yep. Who knows? Without my playing around with mercury, I might have been a genius.
It all explains it. Yes. I have to go take the kittens down to the barn. I will be back soon.
Okay.
Okay.
You put him out at night? Does he? He put him out.
They're kittens. They're kittens, and they haven't been spayed yet. So we bring them up to the main house and like hang out with them all day, and they play. And then in the end of August, when they're spayed and everything, they'll stay in the barn as barn cats. But we're keeping them down there at night, so they know that that's their spot.
Wow. Tough life, right? They get the house, and then all of a sudden they're fucking outside.
No, they're in the massive barn.
Barn, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Cats probably love it. They can climb all over the place.
Probably a lot of vermin to play with and kill.
Yeah.
All they have to do is go outside of the creek or pond, and they get all they want.
Yep.
Nice.
I'll be back.
Sure. Last night, I was chilling here right around this time. I got a warning that there was something in my driveway, and I opened my camera, and there was a big old groundhog gopher standing out, leaning against my fence, looking through at my garden. I saw him, and I fucking jumped up and ran out, and I was like, hell no, motherfucker! And he's fucking running across the driveway. They run so awkwardly.
I know.
He thinks he's running like a greyhound, but he's this jiggling ball that's like trying to get away at like 6 miles an hour. I mean, thank God they live in holes, because if they didn't have the holes, they'd all be dead. Coyotes would kill them in one
Right.
fucking second, you know.
Right.
But I know he wants in. He'll just decimate that garden.
There's
My
a lot of
pumpkin
mammals
plants-
there's a lot of mammals that are phenomenally defenseless.
Mhm. Yeah,
I think beavers are almost as defenseless as groundhogs. They have big teeth, but
the swimming though.
so that's why they make their lodges, they're called,
Mhm.
such that the entrances are underwater, or
Right.
the ones you can find. They also make secret exits that are almost impossible for predators to find. But I guess it is the case that a coyote won't go underwater
Nope.
to enter some random hole
Mhm.
just because he knows that he might smell a beaver in there, but
They
he
would
also
never.
might drown.
Yeah, and a friend of mine's lab got nailed by a beaver when it was swimming in a river near a beaver dam in Vermont, and the thing came up underneath and put a huge bite on its stomach, and then it fucking came up like 15 feet away while the lab's crying, trying to swim to shore, and the beaver is slapping his tail against the water, like basically showing his like dominance and how angry he was, and he's saying, if you come this close, this is what's going to happen to you, you know. So yeah, on land they're pathetic. In water they're pretty badass, you know.
Yep.
So yeah, again, the water for a groundhog is underground. That's their escape. So it's literally like they're somewhere along the evolutionary tree. They diverged, and one stayed on land and the other went in water. But they're very similar looking animals.
They do look incredibly similar, and I always wondered how close they were evolutionary wise.
Yeah, it's wild, man. You get anything fun down around your way? I know you got deer. Do you see coyotes ever?
People have, I haven't. Most what we see fairly regularly are foxes.
Oh, really? All red, I'm sure.
Well, if they're healthy,
right.
There are occasionally you'll see pretty scraggly looking, mangy looking fox that I usually assume is on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
But they're pretty cool. That when they I've never seen them stop. They always have this little gait that they're kind of jogging at, and they're looking around. They might decide to come back, but they won't stop. They'll circle around with that little gait and maybe go around a couple of ways, but they never stop. It's really kind of weird.
Yeah, they move along at a good clip. You can see one walk through 5. I've seen them walk through 4 or 5 yards in 10 seconds, you know, and it's that gait you're talking about. It's quick. Their legs are moving, but they're not running.
Right.
Like trotting like a horse, but it's effortless. And English bottle cap, it's a big problem. It sucks because it's 100% from human beings that the mercury is in the fish. The fish that eat a lot of other fish, i.e. sharks, swordfish, king, max, tilefish, they get the most mercury. Bluefin tuna, I mean, I believe John Kerry got low-grade mercury poisoning because he used to eat so much sushi. And it sucks that is a result of humans. So, like, really safe fish are what they called mahi-mahi or dolphin fish. And they are born and get up to edible size so fast, the mercury never gets built up in their system. So, but yeah, those other ones that live a long time, it's dangerous. It's so bothersome that we've done that. And, you know, in my property management, I have boxes and boxes of fluorescent bulbs, compact fluorescent light bulbs, CFLs, and I just can't bring myself to throw them away. So I recycle them, which is a pain in the ass. But over the years, I've probably recycled multiple grams, if not even half ounce of mercury that would have ended up in the, I mean, it's a tiny amount, but it's still there.
Yeah.
And
How do you recycle them?
I bring them to the Home Depot, and the people at the service desk fucking hate me because of it. But
Yeah, I do that too, and I've always wondered if they don't just bag it and toss it in the garbage.
if
And
they
then-
do, it's on them, I guess, is how
Yeah.
I look at it. And there's still some of the pin-based bulbs. They don't make the LEDs yet, so you're forced to buy CFLs. But
Okay.
I do love the LED technology. One problem is these, like I had one here I bought about 6 years ago. I installed this fixture here, and it's got a non-replaceable LED panel in it. The fucking
Okay.
thing died. Now I have to replace the fixture.
Yep.
Not as convenient as the old screw in a light bulb deal. So
Yep.
good business model on their part too, because when you buy it, you're not thinking about it 6 years down the road. But now I have to buy another one,
Yeah.
Bummer. Coon problem here. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope he's talking about raccoons.
Yeah. No and Topple, you just never know.
Exactly.
I could replace the driver, but I think the light kind of sucked, to tell you the truth, so I don't even want to go through that. And finding that exact one probably wouldn't be that hard. I'm just going to get a new light that I like better and that I can replace the bulbs in. So that'll be a nice, simple fix. Japanese must have high mercury levels. Yeah, I guess. I wonder if there's a study of what people have the highest mercury. It's got to be people like the Japanese who eat a lot of fish.
I bet though that they are very aware of which species to avoid and so forth.
Possibly, you would think, right?
Yeah, they probably they probably eat more. They're probably smart enough to eat more of the lower end of the mercury scale species.
Mm-hmm. Wild, yeah. It's getting a little slow here for the fishing. It's kind of the doldrums of summer, so
Oh yeah.
I don't know how your weather's been, but we've had a nice stretch here for the last couple of days. We had some rain this week, but
Well, I was gone here for I was gone Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So
did you get that rain in NYC?
got rain on Tuesday.
Okay.
So when we came off from the Penn Station, it was raining, and it actually rained some pretty heavy rains while we were
Yeah.
walking around seeing stuff.
Umbrella?
Yeah, we had Jennifer's daughter met us. Actually, both kids were there, and she brought some umbrellas, so
Good.
we had them.
Nice. Very cool. Biscuit eats a lot of tuna. Yeah. I think that's probably a little bit high, but it's also a very healthy form of protein, so it's a toss up there. It might be okay. Hard to say. I've got a few subjects in mind for tonight. Do you have anything you've been kind of singled out from the news this week that you found?
There's one subject, a First Amendment case that
Yeah.
kind of caught my eye.
Shiloh Hendricks case.
There you go. There you go. You know it.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that. That's not at all a head scratcher for me. But she did, I believe, lost her job.
Well, now she's also been convicted now, so she's I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if she lost her job.
But she's going to appeal it, though.
Yeah, and I assume she'll prevail.
You think so?
Yes, I do.
So this was judged by a judge. Obviously, there'd be no jury. This is
No, it was a jury that convicted.
it was a jury. Huh.
Yes, but the judge issued jury instructions that I believe were unconstitutional, and so that I think the verdict will be tossed.
No kidding.
Yeah, although
you had paid attention to it, or
a little
or
bit.
what?
I mean, I read some of the details of the trial.
Yeah, I'm a little perplexed by it. Now, all of this being said, I think she's a horrible person. I think she's a bitch. I think
Yeah, I
That-
agree.
you know, she's whatever name you want to call her. I'm going to say, yeah, she's all of that. It's the question is, did she break the law? You know, yeah,
Well, you
what-
know, what's
especially.
funny.
Go ahead.
Sorry. There were two counts that she was charged with. They were slightly different, but one of them boils down to what she said to the child, and the other is what she said to a spectator who asked her to repeat what she said to the child.
The recorder.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of what I really object to the most, I object to her insulting a child, no matter what the insult is. Yeah, no, you don't
It's
just don't do
horrible.
that. You
It's
just don't.
horrible.
You just leave. You don't insult children. Children are not your equal, even if they're bad children.
Yeah, you just remove if you're losing control and getting frustrated, just remove yourself and your child from the situation. Go to another place. Keep your mouth fucking shut. Walk away. Go away.
But she was acquitted for whatever she did to the child. She was convicted of saying of I don't know, harassment or something for what she said to the
No, it was wasn't it like public disorder or disorderly conduct?
disorderly conduct. It might have been, yeah, for what she said to the guy who said, "Repeat what you just said to me. I want to film it. What you just said to the child. I want to film it."
Mhm.
For that, she was the judge gave her a bogus jury. The judge gave the jury a bogus instruction, saying that they could convict her, on the fighting words exception to the First Amendment, but that's incorrect. Those are not what are considered fighting words based on the context. So I don't think there's a chance that her conviction will survive appellate review.
I mean, I'm sure I can find the video. I'd have no problem playing it. We could find a censored version of it so we don't.
Yeah, I'm
Crazy.
sure it's on X. I don't know that it would. It would only have the part where she yells at the guy who told her to repeat it, because that's what was filmed and that's what went viral.
Mhm. I'll wait for RW to come back. Yeah, I know all of that, wife. I'm not disagreeing with you on any of that. We're just, I guess, discussing the legal aspect of her getting convicted for something, not the fact that she was an idiot, a bitch, a hateful person. All of that is, I'm right there with you. I don't disagree with that. But in the white supremacy thing, yeah, it's pervasive right now. There's definitely I see a lot of it on X, that's for sure. On Instagram, 100%. So
Well, there's a lot of it on social media, but
Yeah.
I don't see any of it in the real world.
yeah, I don't either.
I mean, I know it's there. We do, we saw what were they called? The Patriot Boys or some other, whatever that idiotic group was.
Patriot Front Proud Boys.
Yeah, whatever they were.
Yeah.
But
That's
I never
funny.
see it anywhere. And I'm on a lot. So
Yeah, I know. And I don't really understand the Patriot Front or Proud Proud Boys, that's a different thing. But the Patriot Front, when there was like a U-Haul full of them going to some protest, I'm like, why are they all in the back of a U-Haul? I mean, did you ever see that?
No, it's like they were cargo or something.
Yes. It was very odd. And they're all wearing their. I don't think they're feds, and I think that the people who make those claims are fucking batshit crazy. But
And
then
there
I
might
see
be, there's probably one or two, as there should be.
Yeah, but then I see them all piling out of the back of a U-Haul. I'm like, what the fuck? Take cars. These are adults. I mean,
I know.
just fucking
It's
get
so
there.
degrading to be treated like, like a, a load of cargo or logs or something. You're just going to fly out.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I
guys.
also think wearing masks is kind of, you whatever you're saying, if you're wearing a mask, I'm not taking you seriously.
I assume it's because they don't want their identities to get out and affect their, normal lives and normal jobs.
Right. So, you're
Which
dismissed.
It essentially means they're like, if they're in the service industry and they have to sell to everybody, does that make you think like there's a certain faction of people they would be willing to give less than satisfactory service to because of who they are or who they identify as?
I mean, you're allowed to be anonymous. I'm not saying that it should be, you can't wear masks, but I'm not willing to give anybody wearing a mask the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think about the same? Do you apply the same to like ICE agents?
Absolutely.
But then you don't apply the same to like undercover vice or narcotics agents, right? Because if they're doing a raid on like a drug house or whatever, half the guys you might see just don't like, you're not going to ever see their face because they might be undercover someday on a, in a different setting.
Okay, there are times when it's appropriate,
but not with ICE.
No, because if there was such a thing as an undercover ICE agent, okay, then he needs to maintain his, keep his identity a secret. But
what about the doxing of them and like their families and stuff?
Yeah,
that's
I mean, that's a shame. It shouldn't happen, but I think police officers in general, I have a lot. I don't like them being anonymous. I think anonymity makes you bolder. It makes you do things you wouldn't do otherwise, and that's dangerous with people who get to have guns and are sort of the law enforcement arm. They're allowed to use guns and they get the benefit of the doubt in ways that you and I don't.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, hence the reason that I think you like body cameras.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because it takes out a lot of the guesswork from John Q. Public. So here in the chat, Johnny Grammaticus says half of the Patriot Front are FBI agents and informants on the day off. And then Wife follows up with says they've fired all the people with integrity at the FBI, John, so maybe. So what John is saying, I think, is not what Wife is saying.
No, and they're both wrong. So
John is saying they're there to make, I don't know if I can put it into words what he's.
They're all informants, is what he's saying.
So if half of them are informants
for the FBI or Southern Poverty Law Center informants, or
right,
they're otherwise not organic members, is what he's saying.
So then, if it's half of them, that seems to be an incredibly high number.
Yeah, I would at most a handful.
Now, wife, I believe, is saying that they're all there as participants, not as informants,
Yes.
which I
would
doubt.
be
I doubt.
I would doubt there are any FBI agents in that group there as anything other than spies
Mhm,
or informants.
right. Yeah, I mean, East Wind, I've had package thieves in various places. I know where the old COVID masks when they go into buildings, because most buildings are you have cameras now, and it's a really easy way for them to get in and fill up their bags with packages and get out real quick with the COVID mask or something like that on, and just a hat down or a hoodie. You can't see anything. So yeah, the mask thing is definitely, I don't know how much it helped in COVID, but it's certainly a pain in the ass now in a lot of settings for sure. SPLC. Yeah, that whole thing, John, was pretty odd. Finding out that
Well, I think they've been like the Justice Department has brought an action against them. I don't know if it's a criminal. I think it's a criminal action for fraud. I'm not,
right.
which seems absurd.
What did you think about the I don't know if we talked about this, the sentences that were given to the people in Texas for the Antifa stuff?
Too harsh.
Outrageously harsh?
Yes. I mean, we did talk about it. I said that I don't like the enhancement business.
Right.
I don't like terrorist enhancements. I don't like hate crime enhancements. I don't like enhancements.
Mhm.
And they got the terrorist enhancement, which just I don't like it. A crime is a crime. I don't care why it was committed. I don't care about the motivation. The crime itself should be punished for what it is. What does it matter if I killed somebody for a terrorist motivation? I mean, I think if you commit murder, there should be a heavy sentence. To say that one motive is worse is to say that another motive is better.
Right. I'm dying of thirst here. I'll take 10 seconds.
Okay.
Right back.
So I've never been a fan of the whole enhancement business. The terrorism charges have been.
All right, I'm back.
They were originally the terrorism stuff was, originally for one thing, then now it's been applied to quote domestic terrorism unquote, which is, which was not originally intended for. It's been a slippery slope for sure. And
the ACLU didn't touch that case, and obviously, to my eyes, it was because the cop got shot in the neck.
Well, also the ACLU is very, I don't think they aren't as principled as they used to be.
Huh.
They're very, they have their principles, but they are also very practical now. They're not going to take loser cases that, people might cause donations to fall off.
Interesting.
I wouldn't be surprised if they issued a brief or offered an amicus brief on with somebody else to object to the sentencing, though.
Well, for example, here in Massachusetts, they let out a guy who killed somebody like 20 years ago with a knife. He killed a bouncer outside of a bar,
Mm-hmm.
and the parole board just paroled him 20 years. murder with the knife. None of these people committed murder. They did the attempted murder. Whoever shot the cop in the neck, attempted murder of a police officer. That person, life in prison, I have no problem with, without parole. But there were other people who were given. So the one guy got 100 years. I think he was the shooter, right?
I don't remember, but there were several, very harsh sentences.
There was some 50-year sentences and some 30-year sentences for the people who were involved with shooting fireworks, throwing fireworks. I'm not positive about that. I don't know.
These are federal crimes that are. I don't know that there's technically no parole. There's something that's similar to parole, but basically that time is something you're going to do.
Maybe they get early release in federal, do they?
They have something. It's not parole though, so.
Mm-hmm. But my point is, somebody here in Massachusetts killed somebody and got 20 years. Nobody died in that case, and a lot of people got way more time than this murder did here. So the sentencing does seem unbalanced, and I've even heard people getting out of murder one after 30 to 35 years. There's people who got 50 years that were not involved with any direct, attempted murder. They were just kind of there participating in it. And this is what they claim, but I don't know. It certainly seems like they're guilty. I don't know. Were they making examples of it? I mean, it was a federal court in Texas, obviously, right?
Yeah, I think the judge applied the correct guidelines for these when you include the terrorism enhancements.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, they are.
The enhancements can multiply things significantly.
Right.
I think we talked about that part of it.
Here's what I don't like. You can't. It's not. Domestic terrorism means that the president has declared a group a domestic terrorist organization. That's too much power in the hands of the president.
Yeah, I get that. On this subject here, the wife brings up, apparently over in Tim Walls's territory there was an illegal who was convicted of just what she says here, and he was pardoned by Tim Walls, and then ICE picked him up and kicked him the fuck out, thank God. But I don't know what's wrong with that guy. Why would you pardon someone like that? The parole board said he went through all this life-changing this and that and the other. I don't care. If you do it once, I don't care what you do after. The act is done. That's what you are. Should never walk again free as a free person. And that brings up a case here in Massachusetts, too, I'd like to get into. Lindsay Clancy, have you heard about this person?
I have not ever heard of it.
She was going through postpartum depression, which turned into a psychosis after her third pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
So she, yeah, exactly, Eastwind. She and her husband wasn't supposed to leave her alone. She was being treated by multiple doctors with a lot of different medications. Husband was not supposed to leave her alone with the kids. So it was known that she was a danger. Somehow the husband thought it was okay for him to go pick up, I believe it was some takeout. So in the time that he was gone, she strangled the 3 children to death with some sort of exercise cords, and then sliced her own wrists and throat and jumped out a second-story window of a house and made herself quadriplegic, paralyzed from the waist
This
down.
happened a while ago, right? I think I do remember it.
Yeah, and she's actually the trial. They just seated the jurors this week. They just
Wow.
had jury selection. So,
Okay.
and her defense is going to play the defense of, yes, she committed murder, and she was insane. So that's what they're going to play. They're going to try to get away with that one. And I don't buy it myself. I've always been the type of person that says, you committed it. You did it. You killed the 3 kids. Your human card has been revoked. You're no longer allowed to be in society ever. I don't care if it was a psychosis. I don't care about anything. You did it, and that's it. It's simple.
I agree, and that the way you describe it, it doesn't sound like that's going to be a successful defense.
Right.
The thing that I find surprising is that that the Department of Children and Family Services, or whatever it's called in Massachusetts, would ever allow children to be in a situation like that where the mother is in active danger,
Mhm.
and the only way to protect them is that the husband's there all the time. It sounds like that was the agreement somehow.
Yeah,
Well, that's too dangerous.
I know.
What if the husband has
Obviously.
a heart attack?
Right.
I mean, you can't count on that.
Mm-hmm. Well, what if she disabled the husband somehow?
Right. What if she kills him?
Whacked him, knocked him out, killed the
That
kid.
is,
Yeah.
I think that the only way that's going to work is if the husband lives apart and in a secure building where the wife doesn't have keys and so on. And that's the only way I would think. But so to me, this is a big fail on the part. But based on what you told me, I don't know the details. That's a big fail on whoever agreed to this arrangement.
Right. Now, this is a very important part. Psychosis or not, she pre-planned it because she agreed with the husband that it would be okay for him to go out and do this errand or errands.
I agree. That is exactly right. My first thought was if she didn't try strangling him while the husband was there,
Mhm.
then there was some guile involved. She waited till he left and then did it. So there's a certain amount of knowledge and guile involved in the planning and of it. So I don't
Exactly.
see how you can. It wasn't like she heard voices and she thought the children had wolves' heads on or something like that. I mean,
Yeah. And the amount of people, and I will say, and this isn't a dig at anybody, the amount of people coming out in her defense, and mostly women, is quite shocking. That it almost makes me think maybe I'm missing something here. But I just, from everything that I know, I can't look at it any other way than she did it by choice and planned it. So, I mean,
is this like a feminist perspective where the woman went crazy because she was, basically her husband's slave, or where's it coming from?
more from the apparently postpartum depression is fairly
Postpartum
common.
depression. Yeah, that's a serious
So-
thing.
That's the kicker here.
But depression,
Well, her
Is-
depression turned into postpartum psychosis, so she turned
Okay.
into some sort of a psychopath who could willingly plan for the husband to leave and then cause her psychotic actions to happen like on schedule. Like, okay, yeah, head on out, we'll be fine here, and then boom.
Yeah, it's just-
okay,
that's the other thing I was thinking is I'm sure the husband, asked her how she's doing. I'm sure thought he was being careful before he left, and I'm sure she assured him and made him feel comfortable with leaving. So I mean, there's a lot of deception and like I said, guile involved in this event. It sounds like to me.
Mhm. She was, they claim, this is part of the defense, um, that they claim that, and they've also decided they're not going to release a lot of the evidence to the public that they will release in the trial. And I'm sure there's going to be some ghastly stuff. This is beautiful young children. They're like
Yeah.
toddler to fucking 6 years old, like little kids. And I'm sure the autopsy photos and all this sort of stuff is going to be ghastly, you know. And the 911 call from the husband is probably horrendous. I don't know if that'll be released eventually, but it's not going to be released during the trial. So,
Well, you know, HIPAA is still a thing, so her doctors and caregivers can't release information. However, anything testified to at a trial can be published by the press.
after
So-
during the trial, or the judge can make them wait.
Sometimes it's very rare that a judge can get away with a gag order.
On the press.
Some have tried, yeah, on the press,
Right.
especially during a trial. You know, to preserve the jury and pool, they may keep jury names secret or try to, stuff like that.
I think
But-
the jury's been made public.
Okay.
At least I think I've seen some jurors. So once you see them, you know, it should be easy to figure out who they are. Are they
Yeah.
going to be? Would they be completely sequestered, or no? Probably
It's
not.
up, it depends on the kind of how much noise there is outside of the courtroom. Sequestering is extremely difficult on jurors. They're basically sort of in prison.
Do they have to give up their phones?
They give up their phones. They can't see their loved ones. They can't. They're basically. It's very hard, and it's extremely unusual for a judge to order the sequestration of a jury.
Yeah, I don't really recall it happening. Maybe the OJ trial? I can't. That was long as hell, though. Jesus, that would have been a long time to be sequestered.
Yeah.
I can't say that I remember definitively any that were truly 100% like that.
Sometimes they're only sequestered when they're deliberating and not before.
So that means like hotel room, no media, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's expensive, huh?
Yes, it is expensive, but for high profile trials, everything is expensive.
A lot of money goes into our justice system to convict people who do illegal or
Yeah, and if I had my way, it would be even more expensive because I'm kind of sick of the plea bargaining system where sentences are dispensed with quickly and cheaply. There's a lot I don't like about it.
So you don't like it when they plea bargain out of one charge into a reduced charge, or if a person's got two charges and they drop one.
I don't like it for a couple reasons. Some of them pro defendant and some of them pro prosecution.
Hmm.
So I understand that it would be tremendously expensive to do away with plea bargaining in terms of resources, and more people would have longer prison sentences and so on. But I just think I think if you commit a crime, the whole idea of a jury trial, it's a jury of your peers, and if your community decides how much of a threat you are to them, and that's part of the deliberation. It's not explicit, but you understand that if you vote this person not guilty, you are releasing them back into your community. and you have to live with the results.
True. And I also feel like people who accept plea bargains are generally guilty, and they know they're getting off way easier than they should.
I
A
would
person's not going to accept guilt if they're truly innocent. Generally,
I
they're fucking
disagree.
guilty. Really?
I disagree. I'm not going to disagree that most people who accept them are guilty, but I am going to disagree that they would otherwise not accept a plea bargain. The one big motivation for a plea bargain, and for example, this terrorism enhancement case shows it, is that if they are convicted, they can face decades in prison, if not longer.
Mhm.
And it's just too risky.
I see what you're saying.
Are you gonna throw the dice and see if you come out, your choices are 0 years because you're acquitted, or 50 years, the rest of your life, never to see the light of day again. And once a jury renders their verdict, it's hard to overturn it, because judges can make mistakes, but juries are never wrong. That's kind of like a maxim in the legal system. So,
Sure.
um,
So you're saying, like, if there's any chance of a long conviction, then somebody would accept the plea bargain, even if they were potentially innocent, to avoid that
right.
life-shattering long sentence. I hear what you mean.
Yeah.
And that also does a disservice to the person who is potentially innocent.
It does a great disservice. This is why I don't like 3 strikes and you're out. I don't like a lot of these changes to criminal law that remove discretion from judges for sentencing.
I'm going to remove him because it looks like I'm asking for tips. And when I see his head pop up, I'll let him back on.
Pay up, people.
Right. People are going to show up and be like, tip? What the fuck? He's asking for
you
money.
freeloaders have had it easy too long.
Yeah. Lawfare costs money. Yeah. I don't know really. I'm still confused about what that term means.
Well, it means warfare using the legal system is what it means by other, in terms of the word. But, it means everybody, for example, every district attorney that Trump has ever, had a business in, trying to figure out ways to put him in jail. That's lawfare.
Mm-hmm.
And those New York cases are particularly egregious.
Alvin Bragg as the lead
Bragg
prosecutor. Yeah,
the two cases. So,
he did get convicted.
He did get convicted. Yes, that's true. But I don't have any respect for either that conviction or the charges, for various reasons that I've stated before. It's bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, it was mainly for the payments made to Stormy Daniels.
Yeah, I think he was convicted of some law, of influence in an election or something like that. I mean, that's the most bullshit I've ever heard in my life.
But would you agree that he was guilty of it?
No, he wasn't guilty of it. Who's to say the reasons behind, wanting to keep your affair a secret? It's, people who are not being, contesting elections pay to keep people quiet all the time.
So it wasn't a question of where the money came from?
Let me put it this way. There's no way that he could commit a crime if Stormy Daniels wasn't also guilty of extortion. Mm-hmm. You can't have both at this. You can't have one and not the other. So but I
So
don't
was
think
there
that-
any question about whether or not it was campaign finance that paid her?
Oh yeah, there were probably some paperwork issues. I think he tried, or he did pay it, maybe make the payments out of some campaign financing pot of money. I don't know, but yeah. Well, I don't care what the law says. It's definitely shouldn't. First of all, I don't think that law has ever been used except
Mhm.
for Trump.
Mm.
And yeah, I mean, if you had an affair with somebody and you want to hush it up, that's, to me, that's just a business arrangement. The fact that you are running for office doesn't change that. It can't be illegal if you're running for office, but not otherwise.
Yeah, well, that was what she was good at, Gooner, and welcome. I mean, she was a
I don't
prawn star, so
I don't doubt her story.
I think Trump looks pathetic for engaging in it with her but I don't know, whatever. He did it. The argument, I guess, was that he did it. He paid her off for silence so that it wouldn't affect his election.
Yeah, I don't really care if that's true.
But
There's
the
no way
argument,
that can be illegal.
the argument could be that he paid her off for silence so it wouldn't affect his marriage, and that wouldn't be illegal.
Well, it shouldn't matter. Either one is just as
Jesus.
valid morally and otherwise as the other. Oh, RW.
Hey,
Just as valid morally? No.
Yes. Whether-
Yeah, they're both pathetically immoral
Fair enough. But they're
because he's having sex outside of marriage on his wife, who personally I think, although she's kind of weird and tall, looks like an alien, she destroys Stormy Daniels, that's for sure. But I don't know, whatever, Who am I to say? But
they're the only reason, and anybody who disputes this is a liar. The only reason this prosecution was commenced was because it was Trump. Not because of what happened, but they looked for a no, you're thinking of the E. Jean Carroll thing, I think Random Goon's talking about. That was a civil case. This was a criminal case.
felonies too.
Yeah. As I hear all the time, 34 felonies.
did you already talk about the bridge and Trump in Canada?
No.
No, I was saving the Shiloh Hendricks conversation. We sort of bebopped around a few other things. Have you heard about this one, RW?
Not off the name.
Well, don't let the last name fool you. She's not as cool as Jimmy. She's complete idiotic moron who fucked up. And I loathe her, but she was convicted of
Seems very different than Jimmy. Yes.
disturbing. What's the official conviction?
What's up, Incarnation and Dawn? Welcome.
Hendricks. Let me just get this right.
Disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct. So she yelled at a little kid and called him the N-word, and then a guy, also a black fella, recorded her and asked her to repeat it, and then she, I guess, repeated it. And then she got convicted for disorderly conduct for it, which is a misdemeanor. I think she got 200 hours community service and $1,000 fine. And 200 hours of community service
That's a hell
Pretty-
of a lot.
that's pretty
Sorry,
serious.
what was she convicted for to get that again? Sorry.
She
Good thing.
called an adult and a child the N-word and berated them a bit.
Oh, on the thing that was trending, the blonde hair in the park.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
She was convicted of what she said to the adult, not the child.
Yeah, when I first heard the story and then I looked it up and I saw her, I was like, "That's her! Holy shit!" I didn't. I kind of expected someone to maybe a little like rougher around the edges looking. She played that up in court. She was dressed like an Amish woman. It was bizarre, but I mean, I know what she was going for.
What was she convicted? Why did she say that to the person? Do you know the reason what she was reacting to?
Yes. She claims she saw the child steal an applesauce packet from her materials, her backpack or something. That this was at like a park,
Mhm.
and she put down her stuff while her child played, and she claims she saw this other child steal an applesauce packet out of her stuff.
And apparently, in the video, you can see an applesauce packet. There's
Mhm.
something we haven't watched.
I don't care. Maybe
It's not the right reaction. No,
right. Maybe the child is a bad child. Maybe the child has terrible parents. Children are not your peer if you're an adult. Thanks, Eastwind.
We would just if I yeah, and I've been in some awkward scenarios, sort of similar to this. One in particular, I remember, where this was many years ago. I was at a park with a friend and like their nephew and another child. We're white. A black kid spit on the little kid that we were chaperoning with to the playground, whatever. And what did we do? We told them that was bad behavior, told the parent, wiped the kid's face, and removed ourselves away from that situation in the most polite way that we could. And the parent was defiant and didn't believe it and didn't want to hear it. And all of this we only heard as we're walking away because we knew the scenario with children involved was best for us to say, what a shitty parent. We know what that kid's going to grow up to be to each other. Let's get out of here and go somewhere else and not ruin up the kid's day that we're with, like
Yep.
This woman went fucking bonkers. It started dropping N-bombs all over the place. Like, not a good reaction. But again, a crime? That's the question.
Right.
I don't.
Based on Constitution, I think it was an unjust conviction. Based on ethics, I think it was a bad response.
Of course. Walking away is always the best response. Unless you can't walk away, then you don't. You face what you have to face. But when there's children involved, you can always walk away. And she lost it.
The hard part about when children are involved and walking away is if they're your kids and you got to deal with that shit. And you're like, man, I wish I could just walk away from this one.
Well, it depends if you're on the defensive side, if your kids are the ones being bad.
No, not with other people and families. Just the home unit. Just dealing
Just
with
the
the shit
home
at
unit.
home.
Oh, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, that's the worst. And that adds a whole nother dynamic. When you add public and other people into it, then you're dealing with like real life. It's almost like at home is like at home life. I don't know how to describe it.
Can you guys remember any times when you were parenting your kids and other people were trying to manipulate you and your wife into, doing stuff you weren't interested in, and you had to deal with that shit? Like,
could you give a basic example?
Yeah, I'm trying to give. So this is something Sarita's dealing with at the moment because she's got the boys and she's away.
Yeah.
And like other parents being like, oh yeah, we'll just have an all boys, not all girls night. They can come sleep over. You gotta have a girls night. And it's just like, fuck no, like, don't know you, not interested. And then they continue to like push it and try and manipulate the scenario so that just works out and happens. And you have to look like the bad guy and put your foot down and be like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, no, if they're your lifelong friends, you trust them like your brother or sister. Yeah, go ahead, take my kids. I don't care. But if they're people
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you're not comfortable with, like,
Yeah. It's pretty
hell
simple.
no. Especially you're not there too. So
Yeah.
that
This is the
adds
one
another
point in the
layer.
whole trip where I felt bad that I wasn't there because I could have solved that problem just by being there.
Mhm.
But anyway,
In all likelihood, it's a fairly innocent request, and they're just trying to like maybe be nice people, but
right.
you don't want to
I
take
understand.
that chance. Otherwise, I hear where you're coming from, man.
I understand the offer and I understand the risk, and it doesn't pan out. So
Hell yeah. No, I got you. Should we watch the video, or is that going to be too?
As long as the N words are mostly bleeped out, I think it's safe.
you mean the trending video of the lady in the park?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I know it.
I don't know that it'd be that informational. Imagine,
no.
imagine a blonde lady, not bad looking, but someone
Bad
who's
acting.
on fire, with a true viciousness in her anger,
Righteous indignation,
throwing the N word like it's
Not righteous. Not righteous.
unrighteous
There
indignation.
you go. There you go.
flinging the N word like it's gold.
Yeah, and you know what? You're right, because I've heard about this story for a few days now, and I've never said to myself, I got to see this one. You know, and there are videos that come out where I'm like, fuck, I got to see this. This one, I'm like, I don't want to see this woman acting a fool. I'm more interested in hearing the legalese of it than the actual act of hers. That's the thing. Like, people are going to hear us talking and automatically assume we're racist in a way, but we're not. We're
Right.
discussing this in a way that it pertains to the Constitution and obviously the First Amendment. You know, did they punish her for something that isn't really a crime?
In my opinion, absolutely.
Right. So it's more or less just like, we don't like what you did, so we're going to slap this one on you.
Yep.
Uh,
That's
I
what
have
it is.
I have a video in the background that I think would be fun to share with the group live. It's kosher. It's I don't know if I should say what it is. It's an experience that a shopkeeper did not expect to have that day.
all right. Yeah, this one we can watch. Jesus Christ.
It had to be Monday. I mean, there's no other day that could have been.
Yeah, let's do it. This will give us a little levity, and then I'm going to hit the driveway. Hopefully,
All
I
right.
don't get attacked by a fucking
All the driveway,
rabbit.
you're gonna hit it. Maybe,
Ra-
yeah. Well, you've been marking your territory there for a long time, so it could get hit by something that size.
Could be a rabid groundhog.
There could be one less here as of 2 days ago.
All right, everybody, get ready here.
This is going to be good. Nice kitty. Be nice,
Down,
kitty.
kitty. No, Simba.
That was too loud. I'm sorry.
It sold it though.
Shit,
know
it was
who's
on,
screaming.
it was
Is it-
on his back, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, it bit him. It had its claws in his back. It doesn't look like it doesn't
Look at
look
right
like there was
there.
damage done, but that's a lot of damage, dude.
You just sounded like, that's a lot of damage. There's
What
the
is that
fucking
from?
claw right there. It looks pretty big.
That's a lot
It's
of
huge.
damage.
It's this whole size of the middle of his back.
Look at how it pancakes out. Like when if you've ever squeezed a cat's paw and it gets huge because of
Yep.
how, look at how big that thing got.
You're right.
It's like an umbrella. Now, I was watching this. I watched this too many times in a row last night, but I was trying to figure out if he was going for his phone or he was trying to get the chair and defend himself. Like his first knee-jerk reaction, he was reaching for something, and then it got him.
Who was screaming? screaming. I don't think the guy is screaming.
It's the guy on the other side down
It's
there, like
another guy.
where he
Okay.
came through. Like, he passed somebody else that's freaking out.
Okay.
Anyway,
is
that was a hell of a
awesome.
day in India.
That's a gorgeous looking leopard. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
healthy animal.
It's just in the wrong environment. That's all.
I think it just
It's a
he
drunkard.
just thought this was all haram.
That was a big one, but not that big. I mean, the big ones.
It was a zealot cat. That's hilarious.
Exactly.
That was India though, so they were probably. Hindu.
I know. It was,
Well, maybe it was
a
close
funny
to
comment still.
Kashmir.
It could have
Kashmir.
been Vishnu or whatever they say there. All right, I'll be back momentarily. If you want to throw the Shiloh video in the back chat, and I'll take a look at it. Maybe we'll.
He
well,
wants
maybe
to
we
share
can.
culture.
He wants to give some white culture to people to see. I want to talk about the bridge too, though, because I thought that was pretty funny.
The bridge.
Yeah, the Gordie Howe Bridge.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, Trump did some baller shit.
Well, I know he
Totally.
proposed sanctions against tariffs.
Oh
and-
no, it's better than sanctions. I'll wait for Steve. But America is quite a theater.
Yeah, I wish that there was a way to impeach Trump today. I would like to try out some J.D. Vance presidency for.
I think that Trump's
much
going to hand it
worse.
to him for the last 6 months. I think that Trump's going to give it to JD Vance for the last 6 months, and then
No
he'll
way.
do a great job, right? Just amazing. And then he's the president for 4 years because everybody's like, this was great. Let's keep it up.
No way. He would never. Trump is not a man who shares.
I'm not sure that that's his full persona. I think that he's playing. I think he's a great pretender. I do know that he's selfish and wealthy and whatever, but I do think that he's intelligent enough to be playing war games with other people.
I think his ego overwhelms any intelligence he has.
Do you really think that he's that shallow? Do you really think that there's nothing there?
I don't know that he's. I just think he's incapable of transcending his ego. I don't know that he's not intelligent. I'm not saying that. I just think that his ego is the most important thing in his life, and it's
What if that's
affairs of state are only secondary.
What if all that acting is how he succeeded in New York and became a mogul, and he just used the same business model to where he is now?
I mean, I think his character might have played well on reality TV. Are you talking about his TV career or his real estate career?
All his business dealings as well as his theater and like literally like the Apprentice, feeding the people what the people want and
He might have a good sense for real estate. That doesn't make you qualified or even good at being anything else.
no.
He-
If he was in charge of processes and all the things that he's a part of, like he does have thoughts and things he wants done and it is successful, then that is okay. That works. That's merit.
Oh yeah, and hiring is as important as your own skills in that. So surrounding himself with the smartest people would achieve, what he needed to. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not going to lie. Me and the wife were huge fans of Trump back in the day. We loved The Apprentice. I thought it was a great show. It was creative. It rewarded people on merit. The early ones were really good. Like they were business challenges. They were marketing challenges. You got into it. You got to know the contestants. They were all like young executives, young people with MBAs. They were, hungry to make money in the business world. And
It wasn't all actors.
no,
Okay.
it was pretty good. And then of course it changed to Celebrity Apprentice and all that stuff, which was somewhat entertaining in and of itself, but it
More like
wasn't like,
slop.
Yeah, they had Brett Michaels on, and that tall, long-haired, deep voice country singer. Can't remember his name. He was on. He was pretty good. But at that time, it was probably similar to in the movie, what's it called, Back to the Future, when Doc asks Marty, well, who's president then? And Marty says, Ronald Reagan. And he says, the actor? Ha, come on. Like that's what I would have said back then if somebody fucking told me that Trump was going to be president in fucking 20 years. I'd have been like, you're
Right.
fucking, you're
People were saying that the day before the election.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Jerry Callahan, local radio host, said a good line here. He's after the first time he got elected, that it will never not be surreal that he's now our president. And he's right. It was fucking incredibly surreal. It was like hard to.
It still is.
For months,
it
that
still is.
first one, I was like, he's fucking president? I can't believe it. It's fucking wild.
Let me read you a quote that he said today. This president that makes a surreal experience for everybody. So he's talking to Canada. He tweeted, he said, Canada disinvited the United States of America to the opening of the Gordie Howe Bridge, which is fine, considering they are paying substantial tariffs to the United States. But the original deal on the bridge, which was terribly negotiated by a previous administration, no longer stands. We changed the terms of the deal so that the United States of America now gets 50% of the profit. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump.
This is a bridge between the U.S. and Canada?
It must be. I didn't look at the location of it, but it must be adjoining. But it's basically, hey, you're not invited to the party, and so that guy's like, okay, you're gonna have to give me all your money. I thought it was Trumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that quote, but I'm not surprised. And again, with this vitriol he seems to have for Canada, I don't know. I've heard people other than him discuss the trade deal we had with Canada and that we were getting the shaft on that. So maybe there is some truth to it, but I don't necessarily think going about it the way that he is the answer to anything, especially with like trade partners that are tried and true that we've had for years, that we've had major business relationships with.
We're treating him like an annoying cousin or little brother.
Yeah, and what it is the United States in and of itself doesn't really sell anything, of course, but the businesses thereof do. So they're going to be dealing with reciprocal tariffs. So his tariffs might actually hurt Americans, American business.
It'll hurt both sides, but it will cripple them much more than it cripples us. I think that's how it works out in the end.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I do think there's a place for tariffs. I do think it works. I think that everyone should probably have some balance of tariffs, and you tariff countries that import a lot more to you than you do to them. And of course, countries like China that produce things with like questionable labor standards can make things a lot cheaper. And then you have to tariff companies like that so that it levels the playing field for your own companies here that build products that might compete against some of theirs, but on a nowadays livable wage, quote unquote. But I do see the logic behind tariffs. I just don't know if Trump does, if he seems to have little logic the way he applies his tariffs. You know what I'm saying?
We'll have to see at the end of the 4 years, though. We can look at the numbers and see if in the end it was a net gain or just a loss. It should, by 4 years, show some interesting information.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
So we didn't find that video. We're going to just go with the not playing it, right?
Yep.
That's
right.
Yeah.
Good enough.
We are in the golden age, by the way. That's another quote I had marked to share the group. That was
What's
a Trump
that?
quote. Trump's quote, "We are in the golden age." What if we are? What if is this as good as it gets and everything's downhill from here?
Yeah.
Or
I
is
don't
the
know.
golden age just does the golden age just mean we stay here and we're just golden, or is that like a period of time?
The golden age is a fallacy. It doesn't exist in my mind. I guess I would consider it not to be the golden age right now for people who are in their 20s and 30s who are trying to move
Get
from
in.
apartment to house, trying to
Yeah.
it's hard. It's difficult.
Yeah,
I feel
brutal.
bad.
It's not just hard; it's brutal.
It's brutal. There's lines when a house goes up for sale that's worth legitimately 500 grand and it goes on the market for 969 and there's the lines out the door for fucking open house, the
Wow.
market's fucked, dude.
Wow,
Yeah.
they're
And that's
willing to
not
get in there
uncommon.
that bad, huh?
Yeah. And in some of these cases, there'll be bidding wars and they'll push them up over a milli. And then you're looking at a house that's so overvalued. It's outrageous. It's in a way, it's creating another bubble. But it's different this time around because it appears that banks aren't going to be giving outrageous loans to people who can't afford them now. So people are at least vetted a little bit better for loans and income and things of that nature. But
Right. I remember us talking about the difference in wages, and I think we were talking about the difference in interest gain that you had in the 90s. Like in the 80s and 90s, you put stuff in the bank, you could actually accrue interest. Whereas now it's like interest is like an antiquated thing that's still a percentage they add to it, but it's fuck all. It's just like, oh, half of 1% interest. You're like, thank you.
yeah, but you get creative and you got to use a Roth account or you got to use bonds, the 10-year
I'm just saying,
bond.
I'm just saying that's just an aspect of back in the day that was easier. One little tiny piece easier.
Yeah, I don't remember a time when interest rates didn't track other rates like the prime rate or the mortgage rates or
Right.
inflation. So if you got high interest rates on your savings account, it's only because interest rates in general for loans were even higher or outrageously high.
Yeah,
So
like
there was-
in the 80s, the real
Right.
estate mortgage was like teens.
Yes, it was.
Fuck, dude, crazy.
What was the reason for that?
Well, houses were like 100 to 200 grand.
I don't remember the exact reasons why interest rates were so high. There were any number of reasons, but
It was
they got
different.
better.
The value of things was higher when the cost was lower. Like, for example, a lot of double deckers and triple deckers, you call them in Dorchester, which would be 2-family or 3-family homes back then would sell like in the 80s for 125, 150 grand, 200 grand, maybe if they were not really nice, extra big yard. And then over the years, as these neighborhoods became gentrified, landlords, smart people started buying them up and then splitting them up into 3 apartments and getting at first $1,000 a month. Now they're getting $2,500 a month per apartment. So they're making like, 75, 8 grand a month, 10 grand a month on a house that 30, 40 years ago sold for $120,000. So if you had foresight to buy these houses back then,
Yeah, you're winning.
you're so winning right now. I know some people that did, and
I
Yeah.
saw an article
Crazy
last
stuff.
week that showed that the rent numbers in New York City are record breaking. Like they're $4,000 for some units that like would be equivalent to $1,000 around here. And it's just like, damn, how can you earn that much money to burn in a week? And like, once you work up in a career and you're successful and like you could have that much money, yeah, okay, cool. But for anybody on the beginning end of the spectrum, $4,000 a month is fucking not even realistic.
Yeah, when you have to make 1,000 each month goes into your bank account to pay for your rent, and then whatever you make after that is not rent. That's every week to make.
Yeah, but I mean, not every apartment is $4,000 a month.
No, not
Hey,
everyone.
look who it is.
That's correct.
Hello.
It's been a long time.
Scooter, good to
How
see
are
you,
you?
man.
Hey, it's been a long while. How you guys been?
Good,
All
good.
right.
You look good. Your
I'm
hair's
alive.
your hair's a bit longer.
Yeah, I don't think you've shaved since the last time I saw you.
No, not at all.
You look good, buddy. You look good.
I don't know. I think you trimmed the old chin hairs a little bit there, Mister.
You reckon?
I think
He
that's,
he eats a Sunday roast and lets Sven chew on his beard.
Yeah.
Trims
it's
it
great.
up.
I see that now. I see that.
Exactly. That's how it is. So you guys are talking about house prices,
Yes.
Among other things.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah, house prices have got crazy here as well. Like when I bought my house, I was very lucky to buy it at a lower price, but even in my time, it shot up tremendously. Like, oh, you could sell your house for like, I don't know, like 20, 30 grand more than what I paid for it. I'm like, yeah, great, but I'm still buying another house then that's going to be another 20, 30 grand more
Yeah.
than what I just paid
Yeah.
for mine. So none of this matters. It only matters to, like what you said, first time buyers. They're
Right.
screwed. Younger people are fucked these days in
Yeah.
buying a house. And that's
What is the
horrible to
solution
think.
in the end of the day? Does everything crash and go back down to reasonable prices, or does something
Of course
change?
it does. Because
There's got to be some way.
people are all the people that own houses today will be all dead in 60 or 70 years. So
Yeah, but the problem is that they imagine their house being so much more than what it's actually worth to hand down to their children. And they're thinking, oh, well, my property is worth 200 grand or something, where in a realistic market, it's probably worth half that.
But if the
But-
worth is only created by the people buying,
right.
Yeah,
not by,
Supply and demand.
but you hand it off to these companies that are then advertising it as stupid amounts because they want their cut and they want their 3 to 7% cut or whatever it is.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So they want a nice sort of cut as well. So they're going to keep the prices high.
right. And then make sure that you have a counter offer against your bid, so that you bid twice and there
Yeah.
actually is no
You're
counter
going to put
offer.
it up even more, like 10, 20,
Yeah.
30 grand more.
Yeah.
That
Just
leads
so
me
you
to
have that little, leeway, I guess.
Sure. That leads to a question regarding the bipartisan bill that Trump and all of them wanted to sign. One of the provisions of it that it would cap the amount of properties that could be owned by one particular company at, I want to say the number was 300. So you can't have these
Huh.
massive.
There's a goal
Massive.
to reach for.
You can't have a massive hedge fund or venture capitalist guy buying 30,000 houses around the tri-state area and just renting them all using property management companies and just collecting millions of dollars in rent every month.
So
So-
it's anti-monopoly type shit.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's-
that's
but
what
it's
he's
also-
trying to do.
It's
Yeah,
also
exactly.
anti-capitalist.
It isn't. Well,
yeah.
well, what's the number where you meet in the? I mean, at what point is when does a monopoly happen? Do we even care about monopolies anymore?
It's not a monopoly because could be 100 to 200 companies out there trying to buy up all the homes. It isn't just one. There's tons of
Yeah,
entities.
but if you had like a complex of apartments or something like that, and not allowing one company just to buy the whole thing out, I think that might be a good thing.
What if it's the
Just
residential?
create
If
a-
there's zones. If your industrial and commercial zones can be bought up as much as corporations want, but residential is capped, that makes sense to me. Because residential should be for human beings.
Yeah, then that's the old conundrum of the government interfering with capitalism and business.
Yeah, but at the
I don't
same
know.
time, if it allows citizens to have a better quality of life, then fuck it, do it. It's better.
Last Dance, any opinion on this one?
What are we talking about? Inheritance taxes?
Oh no, I'm talking about
No.
the
Or don't get me started on that.
the
Oh, that
proposal to put a cap on the amount of single dwelling residential properties that these companies can buy, so you could no longer have these financial institutions owning 20, 30, 40,000 homes and just renting them out for profit.
Just
Uh,
owning a whole neighborhood. Yeah,
It
for
sounds
sure.
like I mean, what's the to me, as someone who's into a free market, I ask myself, what does that mean for the market? And I think for the sellers, you're taking away a buyer, so it's not good for them. Now, for buyers, you might argue that it's not good for one owner to have 20,000 units because it skews the market in ways that are bad for people trying to buy homes. But I say prove it. Prove it's
We'd
a
have
bad thing.
We'd have to have the social experiment to see.
So much in local politics, and even nowadays, national politics is based on emotion, not facts.
Well,
Do you think?
I heard an argument recently on NPR where the person argued that these bigger companies doing this will actually make it easier because people are still getting into these homes and renting them. The real issue here is they're paying the other guy's mortgage. They're not paying their own mortgage. So that $3,000 a month is they're just throwing out into the ether.
That's right.
And
It's
that other
not
guy,
equity building.
exactly.
Well, that's what rental. I mean, that's what it is to rent. Whether you're
Would it be-
renting a house or leasing a car, or cars. Cars don't appreciate in value, so that's not a good example. But
Sure.
Well, what's the
Uh,
pros and cons for civilians in a society if they have more affordable homes? Like if commercial and free market is industrial commercial, and residential is, regulated, so commercial can't own all of it. But wouldn't it be better? Wouldn't it be a better quality of life for civilians to be able to own a home and have equity and instead of just the rental game?
yeah, it might be, but nobody makes homes that are cheap enough so that anybody can afford a home.
No, but if commercial's not able to buy it all up and the market is different and they have to bring it down so that it's more affordable for residential, they can have more of an opportunity of purchasing. I would think that the price would come down if all these corporations didn't have the ability to buy it.
You mean because there'd be a bigger market of houses available on the market?
For just residential,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
civilian.
that would lower
Yeah,
prices.
I mean, just in terms of that aspect, yeah. The more houses,
yeah.
the bigger the supply, the lower the price
the lower the cost
for a buyer
of
is.
course.
So that's true.
I mean, is this a case of capitalism run wild where these guys have figured out this niche that they need to buy a vast amount of houses to make it profitable? So they have so much money that they're just willing, and investors, they're
No,
just
if you own the majority, you can set the price. Sure,
Exactly.
Exactly. That's what they're doing. Is that
Well, not necessarily. I mean, there's
if
still,
you own a monopoly of something, you can.
yeah, if
set
it's a
your own
if it's
price
truly a
range.
monopoly, yeah.
Yeah, but
But-
so you can set your own price range. You define.
Rare. It's very
the
rare to
price
have
is.
a monopoly in any aspect of housing, whether it's rentals or homes that are owned.
Well,
No, but
around here, the
sorry.
market dictates the market, not the monopoly, dictates the rental, and they're $3,000 to $4,000 a month for a rental house, like for residential.
Because these
around.
are people.
That's
These
what
are
you're paying.
individual. These are individual owners who are renting.
No, I don't know who owns any of them. I
Okay.
just happen to be on real estate websites, and it
Okay.
pops up on my Facebook. It says, home and yada yada, 3,800 a month, utilities not included. So that means you're paying
Hey, Topple.
a lot of fucking money. $4,000, 45. I mean, this is the thing. You're not getting it back. So it's like, I mean, this is a real conundrum for me because I do like capitalism. I like the capitalist market, but I do think the purchasing of so many properties by these big conglomerates.
Yeah, like BlackRock and stuff. Like, yeah, I agree with you, Steve. It does make me concerned.
It's wrecking it a little bit for the average Joe,
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
which sucks.
But it's the same with anything, though. You could talk about like Amazon, and it's wrecking mom and pop shops. I mean, mom and pop shops have been wrecked for
It's
years. but
it's also helping
it's-
them.
It can.
How they can get their supplies the same day like that right to their house.
And also sell through Amazon, but you take a
That's right.
loss when you do that. But
Yeah, you're taking a cut rather than a home business that
right.
take full percent of that sale. Well, okay, not full percent, but they're not paying 20-30% to Amazon to sell this item.
Yeah,
I wasn't trying to derail you. I think that Amazon has become something where it was very detrimental in the beginning, but now it's adapted and people are using it as a tool. Walmart I still see as destructive to a mom and pop society, but Walmart is used by a large portion. Does it help? I'd rather have mom and pops than Walmart. I
Yeah,
still
true.
feel that way.
There's a lot of things at Walmart that are you got to buy there because it's if you eat shit like fucking goldfish crackers and shit like that, you get them for like the stuff what they say they call it in between the aisles, so it's not produce at one end, it's not the meats. That stuff I would never buy from Walmart. But if I'm buying like the crackers, the chips, the shit like that you can buy at a grocery
Packaged
store.
goods. I guess no steak's considered packaged goods though.
At Walmart, it is like vastly cheaper. It's like crazy cheaper, man.
I am a snob. I do not even like to go in a Walmart.
Oh, give me a fucking break.
I do not buy things there. I hate being inside a Walmart. Everything about it makes me sad.
This isn't America.
Is the Walmart in the room with you right now?
No, it's not. I would smack it over the head with my bottle here.
You just go to your knees and just scream out, "This isn't the American dream."
I mean, yeah, definitely
It's-
wouldn't
you know
go
what?
to the vegetable section at a Walmart. There's some shriveled up
Oh
ass
well,
shit.
that's a sad state of affairs if you're picking out veg.
And I occasionally, my partner will want to get something at Walmart, and I'll go with. But I've never bought anything by
Oh,
myself.
Do you
But I'm-
Do you
I
not
am-
just sit her down and go, "But why?"
I'm offended as soon as I get to the front door, and it says something. It says they have some idiotic phrase like "always the low price," which doesn't mean anything. You
Always
want the
rolling back
lowest
prices.
price. A low price doesn't mean anything.
Can you show us your Walmart face when you're inside the Walmart?
I mean,
No, I like this last dance rambling about Walmart. I love this.
they
He's taking
they-
Aphid's
This
position.
is my favorite segment of this podcast.
I don't
The
think
grumpy,
they,
the grumpy old man segments.
They're so big that nobody inside knows where anything is.
I'm questioning
Not
myself.
true. Not
I think
true.
I think it might
Not
be in
true.
aisle 233.
Not true, dude. They have all those people that are doing the picking orders now. You need something? Ask them. They've picked
I'm
it
so-
twice in the last 24 hours.
I'm sorry, sir. You wanted the vodka? Yes, it's right next to the Pokemon cards.
Yes. The ones that I stashed there so that they're still there at the end of my shift.
What's wrong with Walmart? I love Walmart.
Good.
Ooh, we
Yeah.
got
You can
Oh,
have
got a Walmart supporter
I
in the way.
figured you were a Costco boy.
Nah, I don't pay. No, I still.
I
I
thought you
still
had the card and everything.
Welcome back, Mr. Kilsey.
Yeah, we're not regular customers, but when we go, she knows I'm like itching to get to the fishing section because they do have some good deals there. There's one
Why,
particular
Walmart?
lure I absolutely love. It's a Walmart special, and it is fire. I've caught I don't know how many hundreds of fish on this damn thing, but
We
it's
only buy
magic.
snacks. We don't buy no meat from Walmart.
What
so.
about
No,
car stuff?
exactly.
Can't
Our
trust
stuff?
their meat.
Oil, filters.
Yeah, their oil's cheap, dude.
AutoZone.
Yeah, they got cheap oil. too,
AutoZone
you're
ain't
right.
cheaper.
No, I don't need cheap oil.
It's
I
not
want decent
cheaper in
oil.
quality. It's cheaper in price. You use used
Is it
oil.
the- is
What
it
did you
the
just say?
Probably used.
Is it brand?
You use used oil? Did you say that out loud?
No, I don't use used.
Okay.
I got diesel. I'm not messing with the oil with that.
Okay.
The only
No, they
thing
have-
that
they-
the
they're
only
pretty
stuff that
convenient
isn't
oil.
made in China is made somewhere where it's actually cheaper to make it. Like
even
So
know what
Indonesia.
oil
like
Well,
Vietnam or
How about you guys go to Aldi?
Hell yeah, Aldi's great,
Audi the car.
dude. Audi is
ALDI.
Oh, Aldi.
Yeah,
no.
you literally you go in there and you want tomato ketchup, right? And all they sell is one brand of tomato ketchup. That's all you need. That's it. I'll tell you that one.
But it's
They don't
like
give you
8 ounces.
15,000 choices of ranch.
if I've been
It's
in
just
them and
ranch.
it feels like you're looting a warehouse.
You're missing out, dude.
Oh, you're missing it.
Yeah.
Oh,
49th
dude.
flavor of ranch is delicious.
No,
Well,
no, you just need one flavor. That's it. Ranch. I want ranch. They have
There's-
ranch.
There's only one ketchup, and it's Heinz.
Ketchup doesn't. There's no difference in between any ketchups.
There's a difference, and
No,
there's a
there's-
product that
Um,
Heinz makes now with no corn syrup. It's called Simply Heinz.
Oh,
I've gotten it.
They're
It's
It's
quite
good. It's sweet, dude.
Well, I was about to say they're simping to retards, but they're simping to less dancing.
I'll tell you another thing, Smoke Steven. You probably already know this. Their mustard is pretty darn good. I used to get only French's, and I got some Heinz mustard. They make an organic mustard, and it was pretty tasty.
I haven't gone that far yet, but
Yeah.
does anybody
Yeah,
remember,
you
go
ain't
that
got
far,
full
Steve.
on gay.
has anyone remember the phenomenon of Heinz balsamic ketchup? It was dark
No.
and almost brown.
Really?
I don't
No.
remember that.
No. We
It
never
doesn't
got that
sound
here.
good.
They
It was
probably
awesome.
buried that real fast.
It was amazing, but
It sounds like the shit when they release like purple tomato sauce, and you're like,
I remember that. That was in the
What?
90s, wasn't it?
yeah, it's like a Halloween thing or
It was
something. and
that,
it's
I
just
remember
like-
that shit. That was fucking gross. It was
It
gross.
lasted once because people
It was
didn't want
gross.
to dunk their chips. Oh, sorry, French fry into purple stuff. So they got
This
rid of
must
that
be
shit
good for
straight
me.
away.
This is clearly whatever this purple color is clearly organic.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. And so you're saying it wasn't purple tomatoes; it was purple food coloring.
Oh yeah.
That's
no,
something.
it's
We don't
purple
know.
tomatoes.
We
You
don't know
believe
what
that,
that
Steve.
was.
Keep believing it.
Let me tell you,
Well,
shit the
I-
next day.
I made
Grown,
some
grown by
orange
Santa
sal-
Claus.
I made orange salsa here at the house with my orange little tiny tomatoes last year, and it was incredible because they're sweet. So it was like a sweet salsa, and it looked trippy as hell. It was like bright orange. It looked like I would have added food coloring to it, but
Nice.
yeah. And I don't even. Is there even there is a purple tomato? They do exist.
Yeah.
but
There's all kinds of colored tomatoes.
that would be cool
Yeah,
to
bigger.
actually make purple tomato sauce. That'd be fucking wild.
There are different
I'll have to take
taste
some pictures
profile.
of the. I have pictures of the ones that look like dragon eggs. It didn't turn out the way the picture said, but I'll try and show you what it did turn out as. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm all for using like weird colored tomatoes to make sauces. I think that should be the wave of the future. But
Not for
again,
salsa, but at least salad.
The way you said that.
now I'm telling you, with salsa, it works. With tomato sauce, like this is a problem with the supermarket. It's hard to get a decent tomato. I don't know if you guys are real tomato connoisseurs.
I'm a tomato snob, dude. I don't buy them from the grocery store unless I have to.
I love them. And I love them from my garden.
And we freeze dry them now. So all we have, like when you freeze dry them, you can even make it into a powder and like reconstitute it. It tastes like a fresh tomato still. You can dehydrate strips and like put water on it. It doesn't. The look and texture is not what you're after.
Sounds
But
like
the
an
taste is still
MRE.
there.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like that taste, we can get that taste all year long now, so it's pretty cool.
That is cool. And can you freeze dry it and keep it in tomato form? Or
If
is
you
it
poke
like
a hole in
fragment?
well, maybe the little tiny cherry tomatoes. If you poked a hole in each one, maybe you could, but you'd be freeze drying that thing for a long time.
That'd be cool just to have like that puff of tomato if you could crunch down on it. I'm going to see if I can find a video that I saw recently you guys might find interesting.
Of tomatoes.
Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, with
No.
tomatoes, big old juicy
Romas.
pair of tomatoes.
No, this is a killer whale. And it is, I think this is the first time this behavior has ever been.
Oh, I bet I know the one you're talking about.
And
With
it
the,
involves
with the sunfish.
it involves an ocean sunfish. Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Sunfish, in comparison of size, I'm guessing before we see it, is similar.
This
One to
was
one?
amazingly evil. And
RW, I played a video for you of an ocean sunfish that I filmed myself out here
Yeah.
in the Atlantic
Mhm.
from my YouTube channel.
Mola, isn't that the other name for
So
it?
yeah, they're anywhere from 500 to 2,000 pounds. Big animal, slow,
But
defenseless.
compared to the killer whale,
probably 1/20th the size, somewhere in that vicinity.
of a killer whale, okay.
I watch
So-
him too. The
Right,
banana.
did I share it already? Okay, here we go.
No.
You got
You guys can see the screen, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so this one's holding the sunfish. Here comes another boom.
Well, you have to show it again because I didn't quite understand that at the beginning.
Stupid fucking words.
Woman's voice.
Okay, so why is this one so grainy? Maybe I should
Yeah.
find a better one, right?
The one I saw seemed better, but
All right.
So it was alive and it was just holding it still, and the other one came and bulldozed it.
Bashed it, yeah.
and I mean it broke apart into
Wait. It
A
smashed
1,000.
into another killer whale.
no.
Oh,
All right, they're all terrible. The quality is not good. Oh, come on. We can try it again. I'll try it on a YouTube short. It's a little better. It's vertical though, but can deal with that.
Yes.
All right, so here's the thing. Yeah, it is bad quality video. It's far away, it's underwater. Here's the killer whale. It's holding a sunfish in front of it. So it cannot escape.
Like by the tail maybe, so the bulk of it
Something
is
like that.
in front of him.
Wow.
I think she heard the crackle of it.
That's
She's
it.
looking-
That's the sunfish, all those particles.
Yeah,
everyone gets the.
she's lucky it wasn't her.
It looks like, isn't it weird how they seem so uniform?
I wonder if that sunfish was like already dead and rotting a little bit for it to break apart like that. Because
No,
that's
I
not
think-
how flesh works.
It was alive and well.
You
Okay.
have to
It was alive and well, I can confirm.
Was.
I mean you could calculate the amount of energy, kinetic energy in a killer whale, say swimming at 20 miles or 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's
Do you
a
think?
lot.
I mean, that's a lot of mass then to be able to make flesh just powder out.
You're right, because when somebody gets hit by a train, they don't do that. So they get tossed around big time, but that thing did.
But is it
fragment.
because of the pressure of the water?
It wasn't. It wasn't.
Yeah,
I think
not
they
that
were
deep.
only 30, 40, 50 feet. It wasn't that.
Visible
even
from
so-
above the water.
Even so, if it was even 12 feet under the water, I don't know.
No.
It's also fish flesh, so
I've seen them hunt seals before. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
on the ice. That's what
Yep.
East Wintier is talking about.
Yep.
That is cool. They all swim towards the thing, creating like a bow wave, like they're a ship, and then as they get super close to the iceberg, they duck under it, and then the bow wave rushes over and washes the seal off. And all they need to get is a little corner of that flipper, and they'll fucking drag that thing down. And it's I hate seals, so I don't really care
Hate
about that.
seals.
Dogs and
Hate
seals.
seals. Hate seals.
He's pro
Dogs and
clubbing.
seals.
He's pro clubbing.
You know what really bothers me though? When I see a tiger,
that he takes out on the boat and
when I see a tiger shark taking apart
got 17 notches on it.
a sea turtle, that bothers me. When I see a tiger shark just chomping a sea turtle up, I'm like, that's rough.
That's
Seals,
rough.
I don't care about. Hate seals.
I don't know, cup of tea.
What's he
What's
saying?
up?
I'm gonna have to give that a 4 out of 10.
Not bad. Sunny fish. I mean, he threw in the rim shot after, so a little-
Yeah, he needed it because we weren't going to give it to him. Well, you've seen the video of them charging or ramming white sharks.
The one
Yeah.
ate the white shark's liver.
Well, but the ramming killed it instantly. I'm pretty sure.
I thought that was a biting, that initial black blast.
I thought.
But
it
yeah,
was-
that's a great video. Funnily enough, I like white sharks a lot more than I like seals. But
Mhm.
and the seals, I shouldn't even say it, knock on wood, probably would be less likely to hurt me than a white shark. But that being said, I've seen some seals looking at me out there when I'm surf casting in the waves, and they're like giving me a look. So at some point, I'm not going to be surprised if one snags a fish off of my line.
Yeah, that's why you don't like seals.
next 5 minutes, I'm calling it. A seal breaks through his ceiling and just fucking
Yeah.
attacks it.
I thought they attacked you. That's why you didn't like them.
No, they're there.
Like it's going towards you, and you're like,
Let me put it to you
When,
this way. There were places when I was a little kid that I would snorkel around in Cape Cod where if I did that now, I would get killed by sharks. There's so many more sharks now that are here. And why are they here? They're here because the seals are here. And it's just inevitable what that means. You know, sharks bring seals.
it
Seals bring
sounds,
shark. It's
it sounds like, oh, back in my day, I used to be able to go out my house, but I wouldn't let my kids out the house these days. Oh, too many
I'm gonna
ruffians
take
around.
a short break, guys.
no problem.
All right. Hey, Goonie, can you give me any information on Andy Burnham? Because apparently you have a new prime minister, and I don't know anything about this dude.
Yeah, no, neither do we.
Oh, okay, just came out of nowhere.
Pretty much. I mean,
That sucks.
they stuck him in like the Manchester. Well, the oh fuck, I forget what it's called. Makersfield by-election, just so he could probably become the next prime minister. And well, it's happened. So they decided our fate. Like, yeah, it's bullshit.
Oh, so it's a
what-
stand-in.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, that's all
Oh,
we've
okay.
had in our prime ministers for the past 8 years.
When is there? So they're the politicians are just like
The next election should be
pulling your
2019.
chain. Like you don't actually have democracy.
2029, sorry, not 2019.
2029 is the next time the people get to have a say.
Yeah, yeah. So we didn't get a
Yes.
say in this. No one got a say in it.
So how
Apart
does
from the Labour
crazy.
constituency, they got a say in it.
how did
But-
Starmer get the message that the people were unsatisfied with his?
I don't think he still has got the message. I still think he's thinking he was the most amazing person in British politics.
Then why
And-
did he leave? Was it not voluntary?
You realized he wasn't.
Well, I mean, it you could say it's voluntary because he did step down, but it is also vote of no confidence. No one liked him, you know, that kind of thing. So
Yeah,
he knew the times
Honestly,
were coming.
these sort of things are not common over here. So when you say a vote of no confidence, does that mean the majority of MPs?
No one voted it. That was more sort of me just saying that nobody liked him really.
Okay.
There could have been a vote of no confidence, but he nipped that in the bud beforehand and just stepped down. But
So
apparently,
he and the people in his cabinet or whatever you call it sort of read the room, as in the room being the entire country.
His cabinet looked at him and went, "No, fuck off! Everyone hates you. We're gonna get this other guy in and
Okay.
push him in."
right? And there he
It's
is.
such a wild thing that you guys can just do that there.
Yeah, no, I hate it as well. It's so.
I mean, we did it
stupid,
with
like-
Kamala Harris in a way.
Well, you also did it with
Speed.
Joe Biden, didn't she?
Democrats did it.
Joe was there for the full
we as a
term.
country.
Yeah. Oh, come on. He was there, but I mean, I don't think he was there.
In body only, in
Exactly.
not sound mind.
No, I think there was
can-
a few people pulling the strings of Joe Biden there, and not very well, especially when he rode a bike or got on a plane.
I have a more pressing political issue that I'd like to talk to the group about, and that is the outfit that Andrew Tate was arrested in.
He was arrested.
What the outfit?
The brothers were. Yeah.
You didn't see that? Yeah,
I
he was
have not
arrested.
been on
He's
social
got some.
media.
He's got some ugly allegations against him at the moment, including pizza.
What? Pizza Gate?
Just having pizza content.
I mean, honestly, to be honest, I know that guy could round kick me into another dimension, roundhouse kick, so I wouldn't fucking say anything to his face about his outfit. But he looked as fruity as a fucking, fucking
Yeah, it was
fruit
gay, dude.
basket, dude.
It was a girl's outfit. There's no doubt in my mind that that was tailored to a woman.
I mean, he had like
Oh my god!
it's like capri pants and like loafers with no
Yeah,
socks.
When your
Loafers, no
pants-
socks, and a purple blouse.
When you don't, when your pants don't reach the end of your ankles, you've got to wonder. I mean,
Yeah, there's a fine line there.
That's
Long
not, unless
shorts
he's a
below the
pirate or
knee.
something.
there's only a
only-
few people in the world that could pull that off, and they're dead, and that's Prince.
Yeah, like
and
long,
Freddie Mercury.
like
Yes.
Blackbeard or something.
Or
Blackbeard, yep, he's one.
Yeah.
Like the guy on the rum bottle there, whatever. Fucking he could do
David
it.
Bowie, maybe.
Oh yeah, Captain Morgan. Captain
Bowie
Morgan
could
could
do
pull it off.
I mean, Bowie went on the fucking what was it, the Tom Lehrer show or one of them? He was on so much cocaine he couldn't stop licking his teeth, and sniffing and everything. Did you ever see that interview?
No, I don't think so. No.
Oh my god, it's like outrageous, man. It's like he was doing it right up till the time, then like one more, and he gets out, and now he's supposed to sit there. Can you imagine? You do all this blow backstage, probably dark in the green room, and then they push you out, and there's fucking cameras and lights and everything.
All the other guests looking at Bowie going, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that stuff in and of itself, it's a horrible drug. Why somebody, I don't know. People were just nuts in the 70s, I guess. They're fucking, I don't know. I don't get
They've
it.
been nuts for a while, but there's people that just carried on taking that shit, and there's people that just went, okay, I'm over this now. I'm stopping.
Yeah, like
You're
Lindsey Buckingham says he did over $1 million of cocaine that he spent his own money on.
God damn.
So at the time,
I wouldn't change a thing.
3.5 grams would have been a couple $100. So that's what you call an 8-ball. So how many 8 balls or ounces?
Oh
of
shit,
coke?
that stuff ain't cheap. Yeah, no.
I mean, it's weight, bro.
Please do tell Randall.
You could build like quite a few sandcastles out of that stuff.
East Wind, note to self: send goon shorts and pants. Yeah, that's a good one. Where's
Oh,
he?
yes,
Where is
please.
he? All right. I think these guys came on Aphid Lip as a pity join in because we don't have we're running low tonight, so the guys were like, "Hey, we'll show up."
Yeah, we'll step in. Yeah, that's what
I haven't seen Goon forever, so
All right. Well, I appreciate it.
I ain't
man.
seen you guys forever, so it's just like, oh,
that's your fault.
okay, all right.
No, it's
all
not
right,
Topple. Your ass has been gone forever, man.
I've been busy.
I haven't been busy. Well, I've been sleeping.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Live your life, man. You have no obligations here. Just pop in.
I'm
like
only
you do
here
it
because
now.
I'm injured and I can't walk properly. So
What do you do now?
I don't know. I just woke up and
You're
I
just
can't
old?
put pressure on my left foot. Yeah, apparently so.
Mm. Yeah,
What, you just got out of bed.
This is
and you're
what
like,
years of chicken nuggets and Coca-Cola would do to you boys and girls. Okay,
yeah.
learn my lesson.
Regular Coke or diet?
No, it's got to be full fat. Oh.
All right.
I saw the picture of that fridge.
I mean, I. Oh, that fridge. You mean from your barbecue? How'd that go? Do you mind talking about that here?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's okay.
That was good. And actually, it was good-ish. I
Okay.
enjoyed cooking food. I like making good food for people. Somebody was a bit of an asshole at the pie. But, you know, you always get one, don't you?
Drunk?
No, he's just a retard. Sorry, but
Even worse than drunk.
It's like, I put like two
A
lots
sober
of chicken
issue?
down.
Oh, no.
I put two lots of chicken down on the table. Went, that's for the dogs, okay? Because we had dogs there in the yard. And then I left, and they come back, and he's eating it, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "What?" And I'm like, "That was for the dogs." He's like, "I thought you were joking." I was like, "What kind of shit joke would that be?" Like,
Well, to
No,
be honest,
dude.
I've never
Just for
had
the dogs.
anybody.
Okay, thanks.
this is literally unseasoned chicken, and you're just eating it. Like,
Well, at least it was cooked.
well,
Well,
yeah, it was cooked, but
To
It
be
could've been
honest,
even
I'm
more
not going to
retarded.
lie to you. I've never had somebody bring chicken to be cooked for dogs at a barbecue.
no, I did it myself. I was being
Okay.
nice to the dogs because I have a dog and I love him and he's great. And my neighbors brought their dog, and I was like, "Oh, I'll make, just some unflavored chicken for them."
Huh.
So, and then later on, he starts trying to give this other chicken to it, and I'm like, what are you doing? You can't give that to the dog. And he's like, "Why?" I was like, "Because it's got onion in it." He's like, "I know." And I'm like, "Well, if you know, don't give him it." "Oh no, but it'll be fine." I'm like,
No.
"You
Here's
don't
the thing.
give onion to dogs."
Next time, bring fucking beef hearts for the fucking dogs because they'll love that just as much as the chicken. And then your idiotic friend isn't going to say, "Oh, I thought the beef hearts were for everybody," and you can say, "Well, you're
You
really."
don't
I'm
know
just
that,
I'm just
We
gonna
don't know
fry up
that.
fucking dog food for him next time and go here.
Hey,
This is
those
all
cookies,
Give him
yours.
kibble
those
bits.
Oreo cookies for dogs taste just like real Oreo cookies.
What?
Yes, they do. I used to work at Petco and I would eat them.
What?
Wait, what?
Wait,
They're
time out.
legitimately just like
real?
Oreo cookies. Yeah.
Why would you eat them?
I was just young and dumb and it's a
Oh,
free
okay.
cookie.
And now he's old and dumb and still eating them cookies.
I just don't work at Petco anymore.
Yeah, you just don't work there anymore. But you still buy them.
No.
No, you're still eating them. No, don't
Hey,
lie.
I think we're getting a puppy soon, so we'll be buying. I'll have my chance in the
yeah?
near future.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're getting a cockish mountain dog or Maremma or something.
Cockish Mountain.
I don't know how to answer that question.
get a farm dog.
Caucasian mountain dog, I think they're called.
I've never heard of a Caucasian mountain dog.
Okay.
Yeah, they're from the
I would-
Caucasus. They're not white. They're not like Caucasian like white people. They're nasty fuckers.
I want the Niger mountain dogs.
You ever thought about getting Polish slaves? I mean, Caucasian naughty dogs or whatever.
What?
Well, that sounds
No, I
like
want a
a
normal
dog I
dog.
could-
We're going for a normal dog.
Normal as in
Get
No,
a terrier.
It's going to be a German Shepherd. It'll
Oh,
end up being a German Shepherd.
good old classic.
Go terrier. You have a farm.
Get a Labrador.
If we do a terrier, it'll be so. This dog will be more my dad.
Oh, Okay.
and because he's the one that goes and does more things that the dog will be around him with. And then
Yeah, but
if
if
it
you
works
got
out
a
well,
terrier, you could go ratting with him.
Well, that's what I
Kill
mean.
rats.
A little
Oh,
rat
yeah.
terrier would be cool.
Yeah.
we have the cat for the rat. But if the first dog works out, I won't be surprised if we don't get a smaller dog.
Mm.
Because the big dog's got to protect the smaller dog from coyotes, or else we won't have any dog.
You get a couple.
Okay.
You get a couple
Yeah.
ratties. You get one.
German Shepherd can handle coyotes, but it's still a bit small. Those you're not talking a livestock guardian dog. Those are badass.
Well, it will be utilized for the sheep and things, but we're not. It'll be a learning experience where we'll have to figure out what it will even be and how it will work out.
German
so
Shepherds
there's a dynamic.
are they're sheepdogs, so I mean should be
They're
okay.
they're smart enough to listen and do stuff if you ask them to. So we could
Exactly.
utilize it.
Now, do they come with their ears upright like that, or are they naturally floppy? I think they're floppy. You have
they're
to pin the
floppy. They
ears.
put them up if they want to.
Yeah.
Right. So would you pin them or keep them floppy?
I don't like fucking with animals like that.
Yeah.
I don't even like what I got to do legally to have the pets.
Spayed, neutered,
Yeah.
vaccines, all that shit.
Do you have to have them spayed? Huh?
Yep.
Oh, see, Sven isn't.
If you have a puppy,
I
that
don't
you get from a
want
friend,
to
you
mess
don't
with
have
his
to.
dick and stuff. Like, okay, you want to
That's
be
good.
aggressive to other male dogs? That's fine. I've got a lead. I can hold you. But I mean, oh boy, I don't want somebody chopping my dick off. Well,
Does he-
not dick.
Does he
Dick
piss all over the
stays.
place?
That's not
Well,
how
I
that
know,
works.
but you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
okay.
I don't want to mess with
Okay,
his
as long
job.
as you know what we mean. They're just making sure.
Right. I mean, I understand the reasoning behind doing it, and I think it's good that the masses of people do spade and neuter, like Bob, the guy from fucking, what was his name? Bob, the game show host. He always says, remember,
Barker?
spade and, what was his name?
Bob Barker?
Bob
Yeah, that's it.
Barker? Yeah.
Bob
Yeah.
Barker. But you're right. Like, I could see if it was my own dog, I'd be like, not for mine, but everybody else do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's probably better for the whole population.
Well, it's like my
Yeah,
rat.
but no, but it can fuck with them as well. Like you can have complications and stuff. Like, don't fuck with human nature.
Well, everyone's like, why didn't I take the tail off my dog? I'm like, it's not a work dog.
You mean Lola?
Yeah, she's a rat terrier, and
Yeah.
but she's not a work dog. So the only reason they take tails off so other animals can't grab it. That's why she's a house pet.
No, sometimes
Lola
over-
has a tail?
Yeah, she has a tail.
Oh, that's the only rat I've ever heard of that has a tail. That's
sometimes
crazy,
over
bro.
here it's more for like they call it happy tail, where they smack it against shit really violently. My dog's got it, and it makes it bleed, and then it obviously gets infected and stuff. So
Really?
they cut them down. Yeah.
Oh.
Even Labradors, and like I said, my dog does it. So I have to be really careful with him, so his tail doesn't bleed.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen.
It's ugly. I hate it. I hate, the look of it, but I understand the reasoning behind some of it. But I don't like it when it's like, oh, my dog looks prettier without a proper tail, or it's
What is
not
the
hitting
dog
the
doing that makes the tail
furniture,
bleed?
or it's
What?
it's not knocking my fucking my 2 p.m. fucking glass of wine off the table or some
Right.
shit like like that's
I hate
bullshit.
that though. When they knock
do
my wine
that.
off the table.
But if it's a health issue, yeah, I'm all for it. Like, yeah, okay, I get it.
What makes their tail bleed? What was the issue?
Happy tail. So it would just smack against like my dog
Oh
would
yeah,
smack
yeah,
it
yeah,
against
yeah,
a
yeah,
brick
yeah,
wall.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
mean,
make it
one
and then
breed-
blood goes everywhere. Like he's wagging his tail, blood's going everywhere. You try and put like a fucking bandage on it, but then that flies off because he's just wagging his tail.
You need sad tail. Sad tail. 5 minutes.
Yeah,
sad tail.
yeah. Get depressed, dog.
He also thinks you're trying to
Oh,
play
wait.
with him. You're chasing after his tail with the bandage. He's probably getting more
Yeah.
excited.
Exactly. He's like, oh.
I mean, one breed that I've seen, periodically throughout the years, when you see one with a tail and they have an unusually long tail, it's fucking bizarre, is a fucking Rottweiler. I mean, when you see them without a cut tail, they look
Yeah.
very strange, dude.
Never
Oh,
say
It looks like a little nub, like a.
No, they have a big ass tail because they're always cut. They're always cut short. No, they
Oh,
have
not here. My next door neighbor used to have one. It was big long ass tail, like a
Really?
yeah.
Never seen a Lottie like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
always cut young. So nobody. It's probably the rarest breed to see with the tail, but it's the breed standard to cut the tail at like puppy birth or whatever. Fuck, I don't know, within 2 weeks or something. So I think they're great. East Wind, reverse happy tail. It's on the other side. That's funny. I think that's what he meant. I don't know.
We're
I'll be
assuming
back.
it's on the other side.
You're gonna go blind, Eastwind.
Why?
I mean, I salute you, sir.
When he does jumping jacks, it hits him in the face.
Yikes.
Not quite.
I like silence.
Yeah, sometimes it's all right.
Oh,
just going through
I'm
my
sorry, I'm
list.
trying to find a dog with a tail right now.
A dog
There's
with a
a-
tail?
There's a man
A
that
Rottweiler. Hold on. Here he is.
set fire outside immigration court in New York. That happened years ago.
New York.
Yep.
That was a good
There
old
was
time.
Kevin
He was a-
Keegan.
Yeah, we.
Kevin Keegan. Was that last week?
I think we did show it last week.
Okay. Yeah, it's not. There's not much happening that I'm grabbing from. I don't know if I'm not looking as much or the world's
Oh,
just kind of
that's good.
cruising along at the moment,
Psychoticness going down. That's always nice.
or just not being covered. I don't know. Either way.
Did you guys
Gas.
talk about the Trump's thing yesterday? Where the hell it is? I just saw some videos.
What
we
you
did
doing?
Back in the press.
I'm not familiar with what you're talking about.
You talked. Let me see if I can find it. I
Oh,
saw
I'm
There was
afraid
some.
of
the
picture.
dinner. That's all I know. I hear you guys talking about there's the dinner. That's about it.
Yeah, but he was like making jokes, but some were really, really bad.
Oh, he said something really asinine or something.
No, well, he said something about the CNN chick, comparing her to the Budweiser tranny.
Oh,
Dylan
Which
Mulvaney.
CNN chick?
I forget what her name. I don't know the names there. I actually thought she
how
was
did they
cute.
take it?
And I
Were they
looked
honored
at
in
her
your
and like,
Discord,
yeah.
Steve. You can just see the tail, but
That's still a win for her because he sounds like a complete fucking moron.
Well,
So
that
let's-
yeah, because I cringed when I heard that. I was like, oh, that's not good.
no, I'm gonna.
I want to talk about your vape for 2 seconds,
Dana Bash. That might
Doppel,
be it.
because we're in a point in society now where instead of like smoking cigarettes and throwing the butts away, we're like smoking digital cartridges that we're throwing away. And I saw a guy the other day that took a bunch of the old cartridges and like reworked the electronics and made artwork at it and everything just for fun. But it made me realize like it's like the Keurig cups. Like it was a new movement in society, and now all of a sudden there's all this trash. And we're just at a point in society where our trash is becoming digital. Like where our consumables are digital. It's just tripped me out.
Oddly, it was Caitlin Collins.
Caitlin
Yes,
Collins.
Caitlin Collins. But if you compare the pictures, he's not too off on it.
Yeah.
It's still insulting to call a
Oh
woman
no,
that.
it is. It is. But
Yes, that it's absolutely disrespectful.
I don't like Caitlin Collins. I'm not necessarily a fan of hers, but I would never stoop to that level. And I'm pretty much just some fucking slob on the internet. But my president will. Hey, go Trump. Jeez, it's terrible. You know, he literally has no respect.
I mean, does anybody just like call? I don't care if he's the president. People should still be able to call him out and be like, bro, has anyone ever did a bruh to like Donald Trump? He said something just like, bruh. You know
No.
that?
would it matter?
I would love that. I would love to
Wouldn't-
see that.
It wouldn't, but it would make me respect somebody like who I think is going to be their next candidate, Rubio, if he actually fucking stood up and said something. You might not see him because he does.
He might be
not,
waiting.
it's
Wait
not
until
that
after the
tall, so
primary.
when he stands up, you might still think he's seated, but maybe he can
No,
get
no,
a
no,
small
no.
stool.
I would
Sorry, I'm
not
busting
be
his chops.
surprised if he starts to do that within the last bit of the year that Trump is still president.
It would be a smart strategic move.
They
For
all
him.
do it. They all do it towards the last year.
Yeah, it's cannibalism.
Yeah.
Well, he can't do it if he's in the cabinet, and he's a heavy hitter in the
can.
cabinet.
The last year.
Why can't he do it if he's in the cabinet?
Well, it would cause chaos.
Why what
It's already
why
chaos.
what do you mean?
Well, I would find it unusual for the Secretary of State to go, if you guys are saying he's going to go, scorched earth on his president.
Not scorched earth, but stand up more against. I didn't say scorched earth.
Well, stand up is in some form of defiance.
It's in other words, instead of just sitting there quietly, he would respond. I guess it could be defiance, but it could be more of boldness. Just
Yeah, I
becoming
guess
more bold.
it's a finite thing. It's hard to talk about because it hasn't happened. But you're right. If he does it, it would have to have nuance. It couldn't be a scorched earth thing because that would be
Yeah, that would be a better
outrageous.
play.
Yeah. Interesting.
My
Does anyone else?
hypothetical?
Anyone see anyone else having a real
Van
chance?
slams into crowd at
JD
Pearl
Vance,
Pride
absolutely,
event. Killing one.
What was that, Vance?
absolutely Vance.
No, wait a second. Topple, do you have
I
breaking
heard
news?
you say Vance slams into a pride event or something.
What?
Is that breaking
In
news?
Berlin, I just read in a title. In Berlin, there was a van that slammed into a pride event, killing one, injuring
A
one.
van, not
cool,
Vance.
cool.
Man.
No.
Nah, Vance didn't do that.
No, I heard
Okay.
Vance as well last dance. Yeah,
Because if that was true last dance, then my statement would have to drastically change.
yeah. I would be.
I'm all for
wearing
Vance
a
now.
Vance the next president badge right away.
Yeah. Eastwind chiming in. That's a fair
Yep.
assessment.
I think
That's-
Rubio should speak up. Like is he the other
He's speaking
possible
up here and there.
candidate for yeah? But is he
Yeah,
the other possible candidate for the Republicans?
Yes,
Yeah, I thought so.
absolutely.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Like some of the shit I've heard him said is like, yeah, I agree with that.
His
Yeah, he's-
current job is getting a lot of shit done. I think that a lot of people see him that way as the guy that's getting a lot of shit done.
Yeah,
So that's earning him a lot of
And
merit.
that's-
Now, what
that's
he's
the-
doing, I don't know.
that's the best thing to do is just get shit done before you even get anywhere. Like even in a political party, because you've already got this name of, yeah, that's the guy that gets shit done.
Yeah, merit based win, absolutely. 100% love presidents that are merit based. Love it.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't even know who or where they are, but I love that person wherever they are. I vote for them.
thanks for answering last week's question, Eastwind. Appreciate that.
Just more press on for speech. Trump.
how do Aphid?
Hey,
Yeah.
Fid.
You're
He doesn't
muted.
realize he's on mute.
You're muted, boy.
Oh, you're
got on
muted,
mute.
man.
Yo, what's up, guys? Woo!
Hey,
Yo,
Fid
what's going on, dog? How you doing?
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck?
Are you excited to be on such an OG panel?
Wow.
What's that?
You're excited
I
to be on
heard the
such an OG
sarcasm.
panel?
I'm just excited to see Top and Goon,
Yeah.
two
Oh,
fellas that I don't get to see enough of.
Same.
So
Miss you guys. Too.
I'm not gonna be bashful about my enthusiasm.
Good.
That's
Glad
okay.
to hear it.
What's up? How you doing?
That's it. That's it.
That's
all I gotta
it?
say. That's
What
all
have
I
you
gotta
been
say.
doing?
They want
Still
more.
rapping
Aphid.
cards?
They
Counting the
want more
seconds
Aphid.
till I see your pretty face again, Goon.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
No, I just came from a pool party. I think I still have my swim trunks on.
No, we don't need to see that.
At least you
No,
have
no,
pants
I
on.
didn't see that.
So I usually don't start drinking until the second I get on this show, but tonight.
Oh, you're already on the path.
Are those wet trunks you're wearing, dude?
Oh,
I mean, don't you got to get out of those things?
soggy balls.
Your
Oh,
audio
he's-
dropped out.
He's on mute already. He's been drinking. You can
He's
tell.
talking. He's
You know what? I think I gotta hook my mic up straight to my computer again because it was doing this last time.
all right.
It's auto. There's a button that's muting it that you're touching by accident, or just auto muting.
Probably the latter, but I don't know.
I've never seen it. Yeah. Yay for
I think
Bluetooth.
his mic's plugged in elsewhere and it's not plugged direct.
I don't think he has any other electronics to plug into.
Oh,
For
he's
some
got
reason,
no. You don't think he's got enough electronics to plug into? Have you seen behind him?
Oh, I
For
thought that
some
was
reason-
a green screen.
I if I plug my mic into a dock, it mutes after like 30, 40 seconds or so.
Oh.
Doesn't make any sense. But if now I got it going straight to my PC right here. So good.
It might be. Is it a bad? So it's not a bad cord or a bad port because if it's acting like you don't have a audio input, maybe it automatically mutes.
Well, it's a USB mic, all right.
Yeah.
And I had a cheap dock that it was going into, but now I got nice Anchor docks that I got off Facebook Marketplace, 2 of them for $20.
Nice bagging.
So it doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I upgraded my
no.
docks thinking that was the problem, and
No, you just
This
need
is
to get
the-
an XLR mic.
well, I
that
could do that, but this USB mic, I don't mind. I watched this mic guy, and this is a Neewer NW3U, and he was like, I really can't say
Did
that
you
this
say
is any
Neewer?
Neewer. That's right.
Did you say
Man,
the
you're
N
gonna-
word?
You're going to be prosecuted now.
Careful, careful.
That was with a hard R at the end of it.
Wow.
With a 3 instead of.
Did you
whatever
just
in
use
middle,
the
I don't know.
wow slur?
Wild, man, wild.
You know,
Now,
that,
Aphid,
you know
have
the
you ever
name
looked
of
Get
at
this guy off. Kick him out. He's just
Get me out of
throwing it.
you know the
Have
name
you
of
ever-
He's got
Welsh,
you beat at the moment. Good.
based Welshman's dog. Aphid Lip pronounces him Treewer.
Right, sure.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Aphid,
that's
have you ever looked at the Amazon Basics brand?
Yeah,
For any
I-
like electronics, because I've
Right.
found some pretty good shit.
If I want
from
to
them.
if I want to pay full price for something, which is very rare, then Amazon Basics would be at the top of the list.
I got a pair of earbud microphone USB earbuds with mic and USB 3 for talking to my friend when I do, because it's just convenient. And I had owned a ton before them, and the Amazon Basics are by far the most superior, and they were like 11 or 12 bucks. So
Yeah.
Right.
we're saying full price, but that particular brand of the Amazon ones seems to be
I
better
agree, though,
quality.
like, but you probably could have got them for like $6 off Temu.
Maybe,
Right.
but that's risky because there's shit on Temu, and then there's
Yeah,
good
but
stuff.
basically these people are buying it off Temu and then selling it for
No, but Amazon
100%
Basic, I'll
markup.
agree with Steve that their quality for what they put their name on does have a certain standard that's usually pretty durable. I use them for their batteries and stuff.
Because they're stealing other people's technology.
Well, they're
Maybe.
buying it super cheap and slapping a sticker on it.
Yep.
But
Oh,
they're still
maybe they're vetting it.
Oh, that
Maybe
too.
they're testing
they're
it. I don't
vetting it.
know.
That's what I'm saying. They would vet it.
Yeah, I
They're
think they do. Yeah, but I don't buy anything, and I mean, almost down to food at a grocery store is where I draw the line. Besides that, everything I buy is secondhand.
All right, milk.
Well, that's
buy it.
dance.
Whether it be
secondhand milk.
Walmart.
secondhand milk.
Clothes,
Second, you go to yard sales for milk.
the
I only
clothes I'm
opened it
wearing, the
once.
watch I got on my wrist, everything's secondhand.
Last
I'm a
dance was
cheap
trash in
bastard.
Walmart.
What do you got? Paul Newman's Rolex secondhand there on the wrist.
No, it's a Apple Watch.
Oh, all right.
Damn.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's
Version
expensive.
one.
Yeah, I paid 50 bucks
Yes.
for it because I sit on Apple or Facebook Marketplace and wait for the perfect deal on whatever I'm looking for.
Jesus.
And do you like that? So, like, it's convenient, I suppose, if you're working on something with your hands and boom, you get a text or a call. You don't have to take your phone.
Well, I smoke cigarettes, and that's what I do when I smoke a cigarette. Is I look at my phone at Facebook
Yes.
Marketplace.
No, I mean, but if you're working and you have the Apple Watch on, if
Oh
you
yeah,
get
I like
calls,
it. Yeah, because
emails, whatever, you can just.
well, the
glance
thing I
at
use
your
most is the stopwatch on it. I use a stopwatch like, I'm a crazy stopwatch user.
phone. Really?
So
It seems so
the-
random, dude.
He's always
Well, I use it for
he's
I use
always
it for
timing his child taking out the trash. He's like,
You're right. No, I
"Right,
use
son,
it for.
You were 10 seconds slower today. What's
That's
going on?"
true because he does work for me. So in a roundabout way, you're right. But I use it for cooking a lot, and I use it for like if I'm doing something repetitive with my work, then I see how much long it takes me, and then I calculate how many times I have to repeat that, and I
Sure.
can figure out exactly how much time it's going to take me to do something.
Damn. Smart guy.
there
Yeah.
was an active shooter an hour ago in Deerbrook Mall, Texas.
Any numbers on
Texas?
casualties, fatalities?
No, not yet.
Still active?
You know, I will say that it
Reportedly
seems
in
like
custody.
it
Sorry,
seems
go ahead.
like shootings, like mass shootings, are kind of on the down low right now.
Taking a break.
kinda-
Yeah,
We're in a
that's-
little bit of a lull as far as like school
That's not
shootings
good.
or.
Oh, no,
Only
you
good.
Oh
just-
no, I didn't say that.
You're on rookie numbers now, boy.
Canada
Yeah.
has more than us now. What's going on?
Probably.
Well, that number's going to
Assassin-
drastically go down as the
Because
MAVE
they've
program
got more
is successful.
leftists than America.
Yeah, assassination attempts have gone down too. Those
Where?
were up
Yeah.
on our president because he had like 3, and then
What
Well,
happened?
it was-
Did
I
like a
think
new
they're
show
all
come out?
before. Oh no, he had the one at the correspondence dinner, which I think they redid tonight. Actually,
correspondence dinner. He had the guy hiding and the bushes at the fucking golf course.
but that was
and then-
before he was. That was before he was
That
president. I think.
before. No, it wasn't. That was during.
Are you sure? I
Yeah,
don't know. I feel
because
like it
that was before
No.
the one that the guy on the roof tried shot his ear off.
No, that one was first. I think the where he
That
got
yeah,
was
shot.
yeah,
in the
yeah,
ear.
yeah, That was first.
Well,
But I don't think
whether
so.
or not he was president is somewhat irrelevant.
Well, it's
Whether he-
it's relevant because
Doesn't
the amount of people surrounding him, protecting him, I think, is significantly increased.
well, he had that dandy of a Secret Service agent who was hiding underneath his arm, like underneath the president. That she was ducking
Yeah,
from.
well,
He was protecting the pits, okay?
yeah.
Yeah, that was really good. Look.
He was
Apparently, in the
making sure
last
the Axe body spray was doing its thing.
And I swear, when they got to the hotel later that day, someone filmed out the window, and she was pulling this out there again with her gun, doing the weird like movements. I'm like, what the fuck? I
That
guess he's
video
he's
you
not
just
getting
shared.
he's not getting the John Wicks and the Neos. He's getting a little lower down on the class of agent there. But hey,
Are you trying to say retards in a nice way there, Steve?
I don't know. I mean, even me, no real experience in that sort of thing. When you look at situations like that happen, you see agents like that. It's like, what the hell, man? Like, why did he-
Like you
He's
go,
so
yes,
fucking-
I understand you're in the heat of the moment, but still, you're trained for this.
well, he's a big
That's
man.
how I
He's-
would probably act.
He's pretty tall. I think you probably want to have tall, big agents around him. If their move is to fucking stop him from getting shot, then having them be significantly lighter and shorter than him is not a good start. You know, I mean,
you don't want to have Oompa Loompas guarding him.
Oh
have this
no, they're
one
not
head
fuckers to
sticking
be
up
vicious.
above.
Oh
No,
no,
there's
Well,
Little
we
bastards can
protected his
fight.
feet.
right. Exactly. Craziness.
Mr. President, your ankles are fine.
Right.
That's right. RW, you got any other things that you'd sometimes you have some subjects lined up?
I'm a little distracted. I've been asked to run a last-minute Music Mayhem, so I was working on that.
Wow.
Nothing very interesting, really. I mean, Saudi Arabia will only get nuclear program if it recognizes Israel. I grabbed that little piece of information because that's adding to the
We'll only
Israel.
Well, is that
President
what
Trump's-
the Abraham Accords are?
I'm not sure, but Trump says Saudi Arabia will only get a nuclear program if it recognizes Israel, which I think is an asinine. Like, that's a very interesting forced request.
I mean, they'll just buy weapons from Pakistan. They don't need to have.
I don't
their
think
own.
they want nuclear weapons. I think they want nuclear power.
Yes.
Right. Potato, tomato.
But what are the Abraham Accords, Last Dance? Can you define that?
I don't remember.
Let me do it.
What an
Got you.
idiot.
Well, that's why you're here.
I'm
No,
useless.
that and your great personality.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
So
The
I'm only
Abraham
here for-
Accords. Sorry. The Abraham Accords are a series of historic normalization agreements brokered by the United States in 2020, in which Israel established full diplomatic, economic, and cultural relations with the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Sudan, and Morocco. The first
Right.
such Arab-Israeli peace deals in over 25 years.
but not
So my
Saudi
instinct
Arabia.
on what you had said before about them recognizing Israel was right. So Saudi Arabia is not a part of that. So they want to make Saudi Arabia part of it with Israel to be in with those other countries in the trade aspect, and that will gain them entrance into the nuclear group, I guess.
Right, but they're basically saying Islam has to make sure that they do not go after their chosen enemies.
Chosen.
Well, what's the right word for that? They're true enemies. They're absolute enemies. What's the right word?
Well, everyone's an enemy to Islam.
Not well.
Anyone that isn't Islamic is an enemy to Islam.
Judea is a very specific enemy.
Yeah, but every person isn't. You read the Quran.
No,
Everyone.
I understand that. I'm just but to specifically make that. I just put it down because it's very interesting to me. It's forcing tension.
No, it's not. I disagree.
No, you don't think it's forcing tension?
Correct.
Why?
Because, firstly, a bunch of other Muslim countries already have agreed to it because it doesn't really have to do with religion and has to do with trade and diplomacy. And secondly, it's trying to create some sort of normalcy in an area that's fraught with fucking war and tension already. So by forcing them to be in business together, that might end up being a good thing for stabilizing the region.
Do you think Saudi Arabia will accept?
The fact that they killed Jamal Khashoggi, a journalist, how many years ago? I don't remember, but not long. And we're basically willing to sweep that under the rug and just try to get them in. I find that a little disingenuous, but hey, thus is life when it comes to this sort of thing. They fucked up when they did that, and the fact that they're being offered this now, I think they will accept it. Yes.
Okay.
Just my opinion.
I'm curious to
I
see how that pans out.
I think that was a disaster for them when they did that. And some political dissident who's a reporter to kill him for his words, that was outrageous. Oh, fucking outrageous. But and this is a way for them to really solidify themselves back into the whole cycle, of which they're already in anyways, because nobody really cared about that. I mean, do you guys remember that, what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do not
course.
know.
he was killed in,
remember
I
when
think,
the
the
dude got
Saudi
killed?
embassy in Turkey.
They fucking
Bottle-
cut him
bottle
up and
cap-
took him
Bottle
out.
Cap put up a
They,
thing.
then they allegedly cut him up into little pieces and smuggled him out in diplomatic pouches.
Briefcases, things of that nature, small
Right.
carry bags, over the
fucked up.
shoulder jobs.
Yeah.
How else? Where the hell else did he go? They all of a sudden ordered an industrial fucking food grinder and fucking had a big salad. I don't know. No, they didn't put him down the drain. They fucking carried him out. I mean,
We'll feed him to the birds that fly into the compound.
yeah.
Pretty
So
much
that-
ignored.
Yeah, it was like short amount of outrage.
How did they prove
and
it?
that's gone.
How did they
There was,
prove
there was
that?
there was
Apparently-
cameras of him going in and no cameras of him
Yeah.
going out.
Allegedly, the Turks had equipment that could listen in. And
so the Turk.
they got to hear his screams and gasps and struggles and the sounds of chainsaws.
So
Oh.
was he Turkish?
No,
So the Turks were illicitly like spying on the embassy?
yes.
Why wouldn't they? It was theirs.
What do you think embassies are for? They're for spying and being spied on.
So when he went in, was he at the time a Saudi citizen?
I believe he did hold a citizenship in Saudi Arabia.
Why was he murdered? What was the information?
He was a critic of the Saudi regime, probably.
So they just want him to shut up. They're tired of him talking.
Yes.
Where was he
Right.
killed specifically?
Well, Ankara, I assume, is where the Turkish embassy is.
Yeah.
But why were there? If it was a Turkish embassy, why was he
The
killed
Saudi
in there?
consulate in
Why-
Istanbul.
It was the Saudi consulate in Istanbul. It was in Turkey, but it
It
was,
was in Turkey, but it was Saudi
It was Saudi
ground,
property.
Sau-
Yes.
sovereign ground of
Correct.
Saudi
Well-
Arabia.
Sure.
But so they were illegally bugged that. That was an illegal microphones.
Well, this is all, this is not been confirmed.
It's illegal.
These are
This
stories.
is all he said, she said. you
Right,
know.
so-
I mean, I
So,
think they
in
all
other
been
words,
admitted
all
to
we
it.
know is possibly bullshit.
Possibly
No,
they
I
didn't
think-
bug the embassy. Possibly they had a spy inside there with a microphone recording stuff. Who knows? Maybe it's all
one of the
bullshit.
guys that murdered him was part of
I-
the Turkey secret spy
Right.
network.
Maybe it's all
No,
bullshit.
no. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Saudi Arabia has all but admitted that's what that. I mean, I don't know if they admitted to the details of it, but that they basically killed him.
Yes, they have
Because-
basically admitted it. Yes.
He must have been saying some
I'm
heinous
sorry,
shit.
guys. Sorry to interrupt. I'm going to go. So
Oh, goon.
beautiful. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Well,
Oh, that's all right, man. At
Great
least
having you.
the seconds I did get to see you.
I'm happy to
meant
see
the world
you,
to me.
dude. Oh,
It's always
And I do
nice.
miss. I do miss Friday. And I know you got your own reasons, and I'm not gonna be the guy that's like, "Oh, come on, man." But I do miss Friday
maybe
evenings
soon.
with you.
Maybe soon. But
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
Well,
all right.
I think take it
Thanks
easy.
for hanging
Goon.
out, guys. I'll
Yeah,
see
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 you
you,
later.
goon.
Yeah, be safe, buddy.
Love you,
I
brother.
think Cup has the correct summary. He was
don't know what
killed
he means.
by his need to get married.
What does that mean? How is that? Is that what does that mean?
Well, let me
Oh,
just
he-
finish off the goon thing before he might still be watching. If you're still watching, buddy, I miss you and I love you. Sorry, that's an old. It's an old joke. You have to be in sports talk world to get that.
Thank you for sharing.
He went to the Saudi embassy to get some kind of permission or documents to get in order for him to get married.
Wow.
That's
was-
why he
it's-
was there.
Yes.
It seemed kind of like in Goodfellas when Joe Pesci's gonna get made. He walked
Yeah.
into the place. He thought everything was gonna be fine, and he
Right.
walked in, and he was as
Because-
soon as the door shut,
Then he
was
says,
like,
"Oh, no!"
shit!"
and
and it was over.
Right.
That's
And it was the like the butler or something. I forget what that guy's role was, but But I was so glad that happened because no one deserved it more than the Joe Pesci character.
Oh man, I'm just laughing my ass off at some of these videos. I'm gonna play it. All right, I'll play it. Oh my god, I just remembered that voicemail.
Should we be quiet like right now? What's going to happen?
No, you can talk. I'm floundering. I'm floundering, dude.
He's
okay.
personally watching the video while
I'm trying. I'm like clicking between tabs. I'm not doing anything. I'm suck
Sapple,
at
it
this
almost-
when I'm high.
Almost exactly a week from today, right now, we'll be driving through Philly. Should I stop and get a cheesesteak?
no, just keep going. Don't
Just keep
stop.
going.
Just keep going.
Yo, what's the
Okay.
name of that place? Angelo's? I think it's the famous one, right?
There's
Angelo's.
so many places. Just not Pat's and Geno's. That's a gimmicky shit.
Angelo's is the one.
Lorenzo's is really good.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna write that down.
What about this other one I heard about, John's Pork or John's Roast Pork or some shit?
Oh, yeah. But they're good cheesesteaks. But you want a real broccoli raw pork sandwich? That's where you go.
Oh, yeah, I don't
What,
want that.
Lorenzo's?
Lorenzo's.
Okay.
Make sure you have cash.
All right, that's fine. That's cool.
Yeah, because Top will be waiting outside to rob your ass. All right, this is quiet, so we have to listen. I got to turn the volume up on the sucker all the way, I guess. Will this work? I don't think it's
No,
going to
see-
be loud
see that- no,
enough.
look at the little
Yeah, your
speaker.
volume's down.
Go down
Yeah.
to the little speaker. Yeah,
There you
drag
go.
that bitch
Now
all the
drag-
way up.
That's right.
That was the problem. Damn little speaker.
Now let's get ready, boys. This is gonna hurt.
Fucking thing. All right, here we go.
Hey, sorry I missed your call. I was just calling you back to let you know that I love you and I miss you.
I don't know what that's about.
What was that?
That's like Candy
That's-
Mountain for like
what
Charlie.
you-
Charlie. It's just like one of those things from the past where you just. it
That's
became
what
your
you're trying
thing.
to emulate when you were saying goodbye to June, I guess.
I missed the part, but yeah, I can't really do that.
You got it. It was somewhat there.
All right. Yeah. It just popped into my head when I was talking that's what I was saying. I was like, holy shit, I'm like naming something from 10 years ago or longer, but
It's probably longer
could be.
based on the graphics of that car, man. It's not looking
Yeah.
good. Probably 20 years.
Could be. Seems like the last 20 years has gone by just like that. It's wild.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what that's about. I think COVID has something to do with that.
Time flying?
Yeah,
Just getting old.
I think so. Feel like everything's like spaced out now yearly or whatever from like appointment to like doctor's appointments. I'm like, geez, I just feel like I was right at the dentist like 6 months ago and I'm back again or whatever. Shit like that seems to be comes up like way faster than I don't know.
I go every 6 months for cleaning.
Yeah. My buddy goes every 3 months.
Sometimes
3 months.
if you have, periodontal issues,
Oh.
you're generally told to go every 3 or 4 months, 3 times a year, 4 times a year.
He doesn't even know why he's going. He's like, what are they doing? I just fucking
Just taking his money.
Exactly.
No, you got to come back in 3 months. Perfect teeth and everything.
It's insane.
No.
Anyone got anything else here?
No.
I don't.
Good night.
I'm quiet.
Good night, mystery.
Take it easy,
I'll-
Mr. E.
See
I'll
you,
give
bud.
I'll give you the 10 words I'm going to use after I'm off here and I do this thing. I asked ChatGPT to give me the 10 most used words in the world right now. And I don't use most of them. All right, so chalant. Riz.
What?
Chalant.
Riz.
It's now being used as the opposite of nonchalant. Like you're desperately
Oh.
trying to show
Wow.
effort.
Chalant. Okay.
Riz.
Bet.
Sigma
Never
for
heard
independent,
of Riz.
confident.
Charisma.
Delulu for delusional. Cooked. I use that one.
Cooked.
Aura, used to describe someone's presence. Brain rot, I use that one. Fire, like exceptional. I guess that's coming back because that I remember from
That's
Wow.
fire.
yeah.
Oh man,
I
that's
use
fire.
that.
8, ATE 8, used when someone did something exceptionally well, like she ate. I had never heard that. And IYO, a viral meme slang term originated from TikTok and gaming that's rapidly spreading online. So I don't even know what it means. IYO.
6, 7's not on there.
6,
No.
7, thankfully, is not on the top 10 list.
Bet.
Hopefully it's around 67.
That's old shit, bro.
I use
IYO is?
Sick a lot. That is sick.
Yeah,
Wicked.
six pretty good. Word, sick,
I used sick yesterday in
wicked.
You ate some lettuce?
complimentary.
For what?
No, somebody fixed something that I was really impressed by. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Ah, that was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can bring those back. We don't have to make up new silly ones. Nothing wrong with old
My
words.
favorite is when my kids use ones and they don't realize, like, no, that was our time too. They think they're all clever. So I go
With-
back, like, bet. My son will be like, all right, bet.
Bet.
And I'm like, all right.
But
But then I'll go back in my pocket and go, that was the bomb diggity.
oh, the bomb diggity. The bomb diggity?
The
Two bombs?
bomb diggity, yeah.
I've never
Wow.
seen anything that cool.
Never heard anything like that. Bomb diggity, yeah. Bet I used that for a short time. I mean,
They're crazy up in Philly, dude.
They use that stupid word, John. I hate that. So
I don't know that
Nah.
one.
Yeah,
Struth was
stupid.
big. Struth in Australia was pretty big when I was there.
What?
Struth means God's truth. Like the most, like if someone says something that's like super accurate, super spot on, you say struth.
Oh.
So that's finishing off the word gods with just
God's
the F,
truth. God's
S,
truth. Yeah.
and then
truth.
saying
So
truth.
today that would be on God. On my God, on God.
Does that mean the same? On God means like a it's like a
I swear.
that's like a no, that's like a when you
Sounds
vow.
like something French people would say before a sword fight, like 200 years ago. On
For
guard.
the church
On God.
church
On
sword
God.
fight.
Because I've been hearing that a lot lately.
What a zinger.
On
Yeah, my
God.
son. I've heard that from my son. My son uses that. time to
On
time.
God.
Yeah, like
On my mama.
like what,
on my
exactly
dad.
how he's saying. Like you
That's
know.
when you swear.
if you
It's like you're
say
swearing.
something and you don't believe it, no, on
On
God,
God.
man, on God.
Because he's swearing. He's swearing on God. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So it's not the same.
Okay. Oh,
Huh.
alright.
That's some craziness.
Like you can take this to the bank.
Yeah.
What about low key? I hear that a lot from the younger people in the server.
Not
They're like
anymore, I
basically
don't
they're
hear that
saying all the
from
time, "Hey, I'm not
low-key.
lying. I won't lie to you right now. I won't lie to you right now. I can't lie." And you're like, "Why don't you just, as a standard, not lie all the time?" And then then you don't have to say that.
Yeah, that's a weird
I mean,
thing.
all the
I've
other
seen
times you're lying to me.
like if there's for a dumb example, some resto mod old pickup that they wouldn't want to admit that they liked. They're gonna say, I'm not gonna lie to you, but that thing's low key awesome. I'm like, what does that statement mean? Just say it's fucking awesome. I mean,
You could have
because
said
they're like
"That's
going through all
awesome."
these like predecessors of like, I'm not gonna lie to you, but that's low key. Like, wait, so you're not lying, but it's low key. So you don't want to admit that you like it, but you're going to you are admitting that you like something by saying that it's
Yeah. You just
but
made
what-
me burn like 50 brain cells when you could have made me burn 1 or 2.
right. It's word salad, like 100%.
When we were young, we used stupid lines too, though. So,
Not
just-
long ones. Let me think.
for shizzle.
Oh,
I remember
for
using
shizzle.
I remember using gay a lot. I don't think the
Yeah.
kids use that. As
We're
much
bringing that
today.
back, dude. We're bringing that back hard.
That is so gay. You know?
It is. We're bringing back, dude, all day long in the server.
I don't know if you could even. I don't know if it's all right
Nothing
to even
gay.
say that anymore.
It
Like,
is
they
because
show
even the
might-
gay people in the server are cool with it. They don't care because they're from the same era.
This show might not make no money this week because I just said that.
Wow.
Demonetized.
That'll bring it
Demonetized
down.
now. You say
I
nothing
mean, the
negative.
meme of the guy leaning out from his school desk. Ah, gay. I mean, come on.
Oh, the
That's
Asian
never
guy.
going to die. That's always
No.
gold.
No.
And now I've even found them. They don't even pronounce, like, all you need to do is see his face and the mouth. And, like, you don't even need the word. Everyone knows it's the gay,
Well,
gay.
we didn't use gay. We used the F bomb on there.
F-A-F-A-G, right? Is
Well,
what you're saying?
You got to
Yeah.
spell it
That
out.
was
yeah.
maybe directed at a singular person when they did something.
And that was to be mean.
But, like-
gay was not to be mean.
What?
Yeah, there was also, like, I mean, the joke of that the F word, the F-A-G, or queer, or what, like, homo. I mean, these were all things we all threw around as, like, oh, fuck you, homo, like, but it wasn't like we meant, like,
That hurts
anything
people's feelings.
other
though.
than you're only trying to hurt the one guy's feeling that you're calling it. You're not trying to hurt the
Right.
whole fucking group,
Yeah,
dude.
right.
Like, I would go in and hug another guy, and the first words out my mouth were no F-A-G. And he would
Right.
say it back. Like, no.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
You
It's
went
a
all the
joke.
way. You went all the way, Topple. I couldn't do it.
Why?
It's a complete joke, and like RW was saying, like, most real ones don't give a shit about that. They just want to be left alone to live their own lives in peace. And then there's a small faction of them that are going to get fucking triggered by every single thing that are going to make it seem like they represent everybody. But in all honesty, that's not the the mass of the population.
Just look at the color of their hair. You'll find out.
No, but like the people that are in the chat, it's how you're talking to them. You're not talking down to them or going after them or bullying them. You're joking with them. There's like it's all in good nature and it's funny. So it's like that's what it is. There's no problems. And the people that
Exactly.
are more the toxic ones that are like that, they just get shot out of a cannon. They don't get to hang out.
Right, and in Topple's example, when him and his buddy go and do that hug with each other and say no F, they're not calling other people that. They're saying that to each other in a personal interaction. So it is
No, I get that. I don't have a problem with that. It's just for me, that exact word in all of the options that there were when I grew up was always the one that you used as an attack. It was
Oh.
never playful.
No.
It was the attack.
Topple,
word. All the other ones
What do
were
you
jokes.
say? What do you say when you're grabbing another guy's cock?
How
same.
much? How
They
much?
they just keep saying the same thing over and over again to convince themselves that it's not
Oh,
gay.
I don't talk too much. My mouth is usually too busy.
Exactly. Sign language. That is so
Oh,
awful.
I think it's my time to go do this music mayhem thing. I think.
I'm getting
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
sorry to bring the. See, that's why I don't come on. I bring the stream down. I'm sorry.
It's great. It's
You used to have
great.
so many people here. I don't even know where I'm not even on YouTube. So
It is summer, dude. It is summer.
It's,
Oh, I've
it's-
noticed on YouTube a lot, and I think Smoke Steve. Don't you pay to not have advertising, Smoke Steve?
Yeah, I mean, they asked me. I've had sponsors calling me night and day trying to get on. But
No.
It ends?
No, I mean, like, don't you pay extra for an ad-free YouTube? Didn't you say
No.
that before?
No.
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought you
yeah.
said-
That's called YouTube
Yeah, yeah.
Premium.
With
Yes,
his-
yes.
Yes,
TV
that's
thing.
what I'm getting. But lately, I've noticed that, like, okay, you know how, like, if you're a plebe like me and you don't pay for that shit,
Yeah.
like you watch something that's 10 minutes long and you'll get 2 times when it'll break into it and give you like an ad or 2, and then you can hit the skip or whatever. Now there's like a window at the bottom after you hit skip. It basically continues on that ad, and there's a thing that you have to click, like these 3 little dots, and then hit dismiss, and then it gets rid of that, or it's like hiding out at the bottom of the
I
screen.
haven't
You guys
seen
haven't
that.
noticed it? Totally annoying.
Well, why don't you guys have YouTube
On my
Premium?
mobile, like
Well,
my
there's-
phone,
Just don't
I
feel
like
like-
when I'm watching on my phone.
There's ways around that. certain apps.
I'm kind of off YouTube for a while too. I'm taking a break to working on other stuff. So it comes in phases, but when I'm in a YouTube phase, I definitely do premium because there's so many ads. But
There is a lot of ads.
the one thing I figured you'd buy, Aphid, it's like those $250 Roku boxes that make it so you have access to literally everything.
Never heard
Well,
of
I've had TV boxes in
Really?
the past,
You haven't
but
seen
they
those?
don't last very long.
They get zapped.
Well, this seems to be some kind of loophole. I thought it was interesting.
Well, you still have to keep updating it, and like what Topple's saying, basically, it's like a continuous, ongoing battle that you have to do.
Huh?
Hmm.
That exists.
It exists. It's like a
Yeah, there's-
jailbroken Roku, and it makes it so you can click into literally anything
Any
and just watch it.
Well,
you know
that's
what?
true.
Like I like watching football games, not from a different telecast, from their local.
Right? Yeah. Right. Because
You watch all
choose
sports.
your announcers even because some of them, like for the FIFA World Cup, it's like you're an announcer. You should work somewhere else.
Oh, I had no idea
Talking's
that
not my
existed.
thing.
So
Yeah, 'cause
is this some sort of black market? Some sort of. I just
Uh,
lost my.
Some
Right.
sort of.
It's not. It's not. I don't know if it's illegal, but it's.
Oh, it's
not illegal.
illegal.
It's absolutely
Guarantee it's
legal.
illegal.
Yeah, whenever you watch something that you're supposed to pay for, that's illegal.
Yes,
When
no,
you
I
get
don't know
these
what the term
Timo?
is.
Timo?
No, not Timo.
No, you have to get
Like
it-
Cody would be the
it's
most.
It's like the
common
underground
thing.
Avon lady. It's one of the things that you get from the underground Avon lady.
It's a
Folks, surely
jailbroken.
you've heard of Cody before, right?
Never heard of
No,
that.
no, bro. I don't know that. I don't know that cat. You got the 9mm up in the alley, or you got some fucking Roku's under his jacket. What's Cody, dude?
Not just Roku's. Jailbroke
It's
Roku's.
just-
Yes.
Cody is probably the most common, easiest way to. If you know, I thought most people knew what Cody was, but it's like it's like kind of like it's kind of like Roku basically, but for the underground, kind of.
It's
I
a
guess,
box.
maybe.
Is that what you're
Is
saying?
it a box or do you run it on a computer?
No, it's basically an app that you can put on your
Oh.
your computer. You can put on your Android box. You can put it probably on your phone. I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
And then there's ways where you go get these like you have to kind of do a little workaround, and then you can get like free like HBO if you want, or any movie that's still even sometimes there's like people walking, like you can watch the Odyssey, I'm sure.
So, for the record, who else here knew what Cody was?
I didn't know what Cody was.
I thought
I
I
everybody
mean, it
No,
makes
Nobody,
sense
so-
because it would be the
so
same
It's
like-
software.
like it's like Napster, like for everything, not
torrents.
just
If
audio.
it's 30 years ago.
If it singled me out as the Dumbo with the fucking electronic.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I just
most
thought
you
everybody-
surely you've
I
heard
thought
of
everybody
Cody.
knew.
Brrr.
Ethan,
Nobody
it's
has.
basically it's
Not
basically
everybody
the most,
is
It's
plugged into the-
KODI.
it's basically the most common torrent, the most modern torrent.
Oh.
It's kind of.
Not all of us are as plugged into the fraudulent IP theft market
Right.
as
I backed way off of torrents and all that
Aphid
stuff.
Lib is.
Once
Well,
LimeWire,
torrent's a little
once
different.
LimeWire
Torrent,
died, I
like
was out
you
of
kind
it.
of have to seed it and like offer your own goods to be able to get goods from a torrent.
It's very sexual.
this is
you have
not
to give
like
it your
that.
seed. Yeah, you have to give them your seed so that you can
That's right.
you can take from their seed.
That's right.
It's very
kinda
gay.
how torrents, like Pirate Bay and that shit. You have to give them something, or they're not gonna just let you keep stealing the shit from them.
No. This
Anyone ever
thing's a
use-
little black box that goes in your a USB and your TV, and
Anyone
You
ever
can't get
know
anything.
anybody who, and I don't want you to incriminate yourself. So just
Uh-oh.
say yes if it was a friend
This
Who
is
you-
hypothetical.
who used Silk Road.
I allegedly know
I
somebody.
didn't know it existed until it was gone.
You maybe allegedly know somebody. Are you
Yes.
for real? Did it work?
Yes.
Holy shit!
I went to it just to see what was there.
Did it look easy enough?
Yeah.
Damn.
What was the currency? It was crypto, right? That's the only accepted currency is cryptocurrency.
I don't recall. I mean,
But then wouldn't you want to ship it to a
Depending.
PO box and not your house? Like, why the fuck would you put your house number on there? Like,
There's other forms of payment too.
oh my.
Drugs.
Oh, it's disgusting.
I like the girls who do drugs. It's like those people, you know.
What? It's like Craigslist. How many
You never
roses you're gonna pay for it?
it was actually the only. I think it was one of the only onion sites that I even knew about.
This
Silk
is the
Road?
onion of
Tor.
right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I
Tor.
got you. Yep. Heavy shit, bro.
I never really got into Tor. I did check it out because of Silk Road. Actually, I checked it out when all that went down, but I never got into it. But I know that there's a whole community
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah, and let's not remember, motherfucker got pardoned by Trump. Yeah.
You got
did
Silk. Why did you get pardoned though?
I don't know.
Um,
He's walking
it
free.
it was kind of a deal for the libertarian, supposedly for the Libertarian Party president to support Trump.
I see. Interesting.
She had
Do
to.
you consider that very libertarian to have that free of a market?
Yeah,
Well, I
I'd
didn't
say it
find
is. It doesn't mean that doesn't mean I'm that libertarian, but I you know,
I didn't
it's
have a problem
definitely-
with it.
yeah, it definitely has its place, and you know,
I don't
No
like
problem.
the hiring assassins part. That makes streamlining assassination. I wasn't too keen on that part.
yeah, me neither.
I'm fine with it.
Wow, Riddle's in the chat.
All
Welcome
parts
back.
of the chat.
I was just
All
thinking
parts.
about him. I haven't seen him. for a while.
Yeah, I was too. Riddle, it's been a while.
Oh,
Holy smokes. For a second, I couldn't remember who the fuck you were talking about.
It's
And I'm
been
Ah.
months.
That should
well,
make him
it's
feel
been
good.
it's
Come
been
on, Riddle. Tell us how you've been.
3 or 4 months.
Riddle, he's like the stereotypical Californian.
No, but it was more like my brain was connecting multiple things. You know, when I saw his name Riddler, I'm like, yeah, nah, I know the guy. He's a friend. So, but yeah, wow, cool. Welcome back, my friend. But yeah, again, no problem with the assassins part.
You didn't have a problem with streamline assassination?
No, I don't have a problem with it.
what?
Wow.
Wait, what?
No, but I mean, if somebody does it, it's illegal and they can get, arrested and put in jail forever. But
That seems conflated.
all he did was create a marketplace.
Oh,
That's
him.
correct.
Okay, him.
That is correct.
He didn't like
He's
go out and
providing.
say, "Hey, I'll go kill everybody that you want. Give me $100,000 per fucking body." No,
He's
he just
providing basically a
Service.
market where, and he doesn't. The whole point is he's not going to judge or restrict what you buy and sell.
did he get a cut?
I can't remember how he made his money, to be honest.
That would suck, like to get a cut from all the horrible, demonic, terrible things. Like that would not be a good.
Well, I think it was
if he was-
mostly drugs that were bought and sold on.
Well, if he's getting a cut of everything, then yeah, he's guilty of drug trafficking and every other fucking thing you can come up with that they did on that site.
Yeah,
If he's not getting a cut and he's doing it out of the goodness of his own heart,
the goodness of his heart. Yeah, that's the one.
I don't know if he would be guilty of anything, but
The deepness of
Let's,
his pockets.
Let's
I
ask
have some
the
sort
AI.
of I have some sort of strange, like, closeted admiration for the guy for being such a fucking outlaw. He's like a digital outlaw to the fucking millionth degree, like Billy the Kid or Doc Holliday of our era. That he went so far with this idea. It was truly wild. And I think his sentence was extremely overblown, like we talked about earlier, like the sentences for the people in Texas who assaulted and terrorized these ICE officers or whatever, and one of them ended up getting shot in the neck, the ICE officer or police officer, one or the other.
Yeah.
the sentences that they got were like extremely long, like 100 years.
Good.
Oh. And we were talking about this earlier. I don't think you were here, Topple.
Nah, I had to take off and then I came back. And then I saw Goon and jumped on. Not
Do you think-
and for you guys too. I'm not just
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
just for
sure,
Goon.
sure.
Let me get a couple more beers. I gotta keep this party going.
So they got a lot of years. This was out of Houston, right?
What are we talking about?
The ice where the person shot up the ice facility, was that Houston?
I think it was
not familiar
in
with that.
Texas.
It was
It
in
might have been
Texas?
Houston.
Because I'd be surprised that a Houston. Oh, it was a federal.
Oh,
it was federal.
where they didn't get into it, but they were outside of it, and then the cop
Yeah.
shot the bystander instead of the person.
Oh, I thought they were shooting into the ice facility.
I think they were originally shooting into it, but then there was a shootout outside of it between the police and that person, and then
Oh.
there's a bystander that like popped up, and the cop was like "dink" and took him out because they just didn't think.
But
What is this you're talking about?
The ice shootout at the ice facility.
The one that the Antifa guys got sentenced for.
Texas, yeah. Well, one
But-
cop got shot in the neck, right?
I
I
think that's
don't
right.
remember. But that was a federal. That was federal, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah. Well, we basically discussed it, and the enhancements appear to have raised the sentencing. You know, in the end, they probably deserved.
You're gonna shoot into a facility blankly, no disregard of all life. No. fuck
Well,
off.
there was only one gun involved, and there was one shooter.
One shooter. Okay,
Um,
but they were all charged with the same.
No, I mean, I would be better served if you want to have the information to get a proper.
When was this anyway? Was this in the last week?
No, the conviction just happened, so it happened a while ago.
Okay. Well, that's what
Yeah.
I mean. The conviction.
They were convicted. They were sentenced in June of 2026. I don't know when they were convicted.
So one shooter and then two accessories.
There were 8 individuals
Oh,
were convicted.
Wow.
They were found guilty of rioting, using weapons and explosives, providing material support for terrorists, obstruction, and attempted murder in Texas.
The lowest sentence of the 8 was 30 years.
oof.
Yeah, I mean, who knows how much will be served of that, but do you think we should spend a bunch of money and change ice to nice?
Yes, I do.
I think it might make our image look better.
It
No,
doesn't matter.
I think you're. I don't know exactly what you're doing here, RW, but they have. they have
Awful, dude.
issues. They have issues. I mean, there appears to be some lapses or in training with these guys. Does anyone
Or it's
see?
humanity.
No,
in
there's
space.
no, there is absolutely, and I do believe they should all wear body cams too.
So to have them be adequately trained and wearing body cams will probably help things.
It's more a matter of my whole point of saying that is there's no point in rebranding and spending all the money to change all the badges and all the
Yeah.
facility imaging and all this bullshit when it has nothing to fucking do with the problem.
So, inmates in federal sentences can earn up to 54 days of credit per year for good behavior. So that's like 15% if you get it all. There's some other
30.
if you
15%
participate in certain programs, you can get significant credit for that. But however, terrorism related charges are excluded.
Yep.
So basically, they'll serve
Full serve.
everything minus 15% if they get the maximum amount of good time credit. So that's a
they're
long
done.
time.
Yeah, they're done.
Yeah.
What do you even become after 30 years of prison if you're young and go in, you know? Whatever asshole you were when you went in, what happens after 30 years of prison? Like what do you become?
No,
know.
Federal prison's different than state prison too, though. It's
Yeah.
more isolated, depending on if they're being charged as terrorists. Yeah, they're going to be very isolated.
They're convicted. Yeah, they're not just being charged.
They're convicted, then
Yeah.
they're going to be isolated. They're going to go crazy anyway. So
Yeah, I would venture to say they did not realize the brevity of the situation that they were getting themselves into when they were involved with this activity. They probably thought they were going to get some kind of disturbing the peace or maybe a little bit more charge, slap on the wrist, out in a week at most. But they truly did fuck up here. I mean,
no, so they were all involved with the shooter. Is that what this is? Or
It was a group that was together, but whether, you know,
and
the shooter was Benjamin Hanil Song,
song.
was the gunman and leader, and he received 100 years for attempted
Good.
murder of a law enforcement officer. So that's basically life in prison.
yeah,
Yeah, and you could conceivably say they were all there together as a group, and they were all aware of the gun.
accessory. But did they know that he was planning to shoot? That would
I
be
don't
my
know.
argument. That'd be my only argument. Like, I didn't know he was going to shoot the place up.
That was the defense's argument that the
Yeah.
individual shooters' actions should not be transferred over to the rest of the people involved.
Absolutely.
One
But
co-defendant received a 70-year sentence. 5 other co-defendants received 50 years each, and one guy, the remaining guy, received 30 years. So those, even 50 years minus 15% is most of your life. You'll come out, you know.
Well, especially if you're already like 30.
Well, I bet they were youngins. I don't know for sure, but
20 to 30. So they're coming out in their 50s to 60, which is
Well,
maybe longer, 70.
yeah. If you go into an arm rob, or if you
For
go
what
into a
they
robbery,
do? What they do?
Well, we
Huh?
just talked about it for like a half hour. Where the fuck have you
I know,
been,
but it's
bro?
I know. I don't mean like what did they do. I know what they did. But I'm just saying, you know, like I don't know. It just seems extreme to me. Like the dude that had the gun tried, you know,
shoot him
Yeah, fuck
into
that.
a space,
yeah.
just randomly shooting too.
yeah. So one of the guys that received a 50-year sentence was 30 years old. So, and then the others, they didn't. The leader was 33 years old. Not that it matters because he's got a 100-year sentence. So even if he was a newborn, he's still gonna die in prison.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
The
so
others,
example,
they didn't
too.
announce their ages, but apparently, just from observation, they were young adults.
Oh, if they knew what was going on, yeah, fuck them. But who says they knew that this guy was going to start shooting?
I bet they knew, and I bet they didn't care, and I bet they care now. That's probably the way it is.
What do you think they need to spend the rest of their life in the prison?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I am not for that.
But he does.
Wait a minute.
Aphrodite does.
He put,
No, I don't think they. No, I don't think they did.
no. I mean, this guy Love, was that his last
The
name?
dude, yeah, the fuck that dude. I don't care what happens.
Yeah,
to that
he needs to be in for. He shot someone
Song.
in the neck.
No,
So-
I think he should get the death penalty.
Well, the police officer lived.
I don't care.
Okay.
It's
Fair.
just the cost of fucking. He's never going to be out. He's a menace to society in that kind of tense. It's like, why even we going to keep him alive? I understand. What's that?
I agree with you. But the one thing I heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard like giving somebody the death penalty in the long run costs more than them staying in prison. So
How
Well,
so?
I don't know. That it
that's just
costs-
what I heard.
I don't think
That
it
ain't
costs more, but it costs a hell of a lot.
Well, let's look. I'm gonna look because that's what I heard.
Yeah,
How much-
I know. I've
how
heard
much is-
some of these numbers, but what if you could just like
Take them out
have
and
them
shoot 'em.
dig? They dig their own hole, and then boom.
Yeah,
they're dead.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not
It's a-
saying for all of them. I'm just saying for the guy that actually had the gun and there's actual proof, evidence that he was the shooter. Absolutely gone.
Interesting. I mean,
Are we
It's
talking
a
about Tyler
mo-
Robinson?
it's
What?
a morbid,
No,
No.
we don't know about that one.
All
it's a
right, all right.
morbid subject, but
Oh, I just
death penalty shouldn't cost that much. Think about it. I mean,
you gotta
Okay,
outweigh.
here's what it says. Yes, it costs significantly more to pursue and carry out the death penalty than to keep someone in prison for life.
Who says this?
This is I just googled it,
What's the math?
but I've
on that?
also heard that multiple times.
Because how
outside
many
of
times they appeal?
Google
Is that
AI.
why? The amount
I
of
mean,
I
time
don't
they
know why.
appeal.
I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe the amount of time that, on average, it takes. You know, I think it seems like it's usually 10 years before they actually.
20
die.
years,
20, I
depending on
think, is
what
the
state
minimum.
you are.
So that amount of time, you know, the high, you know, high profile person, they get so much more attention, you know, and you know, they're by themselves for the most part and everything. I don't know. I think it costs more.
Well,
I mean, yeah, if the day after they're convicted and they get taken out back and
Yeah.
shot behind the shed, yeah, then that's gonna be
no, I wait till they get one more appeal and then you do it. I'm not that sinister.
You're not a monster.
Well, no.
Yeah, I
if
mean,
there's video proof, a confession, all that stuff, and I hate that whole mental thing. Oh, he can't kill him. He has mental problems.
We'll just give him lithium and let him live out the rest of his retarded life.
Ugh.
whoa,
Oh, I can't say that word. Oh,
no.
Yeah, backtrack.
yeah, I don't care anymore. Sorry.
No.
the real truth of it is, the costs are extremely close.
Really?
I could
Yeah.
believe that.
Wow.
If they're
We're paying
young,
the judicial system too much.
So the cost is about $60,000 a year or so to house somebody in federal prison, including all the guard and upkeep of the building and everything, if they spread the cost out amongst each prisoner. And then the overall trial for the difference between someone convicted of the death penalty or murder one with life is exactly the same cost. And then the cost of the execution can be about $1 million.
that's crazy.
Why?
A bullet doesn't cost
Why?
that much.
$1 million.
Why?
Well, plus somebody
Why?
on death row, I'm sure it's way more expensive than $60,000 too.
Why?
Why $1 million for the
No,
Why
but
would you
execution?
think that?
Their last
It's
meal?
not. It's not. It's
Because-
it's about the same.
I don't think so because I think that there's less guards per person, or more guards per person for somebody on death row than
Not in isolation.
somebody in general.
I don't.
Not in isolation. No.
Steve, I need numbers on that $1 million, dude. That's insane.
Well, I'm getting to it.
A
So
bullet
what is-
doesn't cost that
that's-
much.
60,000.
Well, it shouldn't cost $1 million. It never cost $1 million for the murderers to commit murder. Why would it cost that much for their execution.
In fact, the murderers probably gain money.
There's probably
Yeah,
a whole different
donations.
facility
No,
that's
there
or a
isn't.
No,
wing that's
same
built
facility.
onto.
Maybe
It's
a
not like
wing.
they just
It's
go
already
to
built.
they don't go to a cell next to a cell where a dude's living and
If
inject
they're
them.
in federal and they're in max, that means everyone's isolated. There's no hole
I
for
know,
them.
but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is there's a whole, where they take the body and a whole another room where they have the people sitting there watching it
Oh.
and all that shit costs money.
Oh, mm.
All right,
I hear where you're coming from, but I just
The two differences
shouldn't.
are in the death penalty. The appeals process ends up being quite
the
costly,
appeals. Yeah.
and actually it lists enhanced incarceration. So regular is 65K or so, and these numbers are fluid from state to state, so they vary a little.
Mhm.
And 90 per inmate in death row. So
Fucking
you're
told
looking
you,
at.
Last Dance.
I mean,
Yeah, but they're
it's
already in
25
federal.
It's
I
25
have a
grand
solution.
more a year. But the span that somebody's on death row for is significantly shorter than someone who is a
But some
full-life-
people stay on there. They always stay on there for
Oh.
too long.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying they could be on there for 20 to 25
take-
years.
Take their
But
fucking
the
out.
full lifetime guys could be up there for 50 years. Beyond 25 years is pretty
Like if
rare.
it's a wishy-washy thing and like nobody saw this dude do it, then yeah, I'm fine
Yeah.
with keeping them back there till they figure this shit out.
Yeah.
But these guys there's no doubt about it, fucking kill them right away.
No.
That I agree with.
There should be
The shortest-
there should be a level.
Florida
Oh,
just
where-
killed two geezers like in the same day. They were both like really old.
What?
Yeah.
So
I think-
here's some short ones.
Okay.
Timothy McVeigh spent just under 4 years on death row.
Yeah, how many
his
people he
execution.
killed too?
160?
168.
Jeez.
Damn.
John Allen Muhammad, the Beltway sniper.
Wait, he killed 168 people?
Yes,
With
The
one
Oklahoma,
explosion.
Yeah, he
the
fucking
Oklahoma bombing.
with one
Drop
bomb.
down the
Oh,
fucking half a building.
Yeah.
I thought
was it?
I was thinking of somebody else. Sorry.
John Allen
Well-
Muhammad, aka the Beltway sniper, was on
I
death
remember
row
him.
for 5 years and 8 months.
Really? Wow.
And
his name
those
was
are
Mal-
both considered the national
Who's
average.
Malvey, was that son?
That
Lee
was the
Malvo.
Boyd Malvo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he never the guy who got killed never pulled the trigger. The guy who got life
Yeah.
did all the murders.
Right.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, but I mean, you can see where that came from.
No, I can't. Fucking kill them both, bro.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I can see where the dad was like, let's get rid of this fucker.
I don't think
Now-
he was his father. He was
No,
He
he,
was
wasn't
the-
his father.
He wasn't technically his father, no.
Correct.
like George Michael saying his father figure.
Yeah.
Jordan. Well, I'll tell you what else is interesting. As of course, I know this, and RW knows it. He committed 6 of his murders in Maryland, but it was for the murder. One of the murders he committed in Virginia that he was executed because at the time, Virginia had the death penalty and Maryland did not and does not.
I remember that time Last Dance when everyone was so freaked out that when people were getting gassed, everyone was very on edge,
Yeah.
looking over their shoulders.
That's what I was. I was looking around, turning my head like someone was getting ready to snipe me.
That's real terror, in my opinion. That's real domestic terrorism.
It is.
That is terror.
And he was going specifically for federal employees. I think
But
he wasted.
who knew that? Did they know that
No.
pattern?
No, they
He-
had
yeah.
no pattern.
No,
No,
they
I don't
picked
think
it
there
up
was a
because he
pattern.
killed a postal employee.
I thought he shot an old lady too.
He shot an old lady, he shot a
Yeah.
bus driver. He shot someone getting gas at a gas pump, which is why getting gas for me was so terrifying.
Mm.
I remember
And
people
they-
were wearing targets on their
He
shirts.
shot a child,
What a bastard, huh? And it was a,
but didn't
I think it
kill him.
was a
He survived.
Bushmaster,
Yep.
Yeah.
AR style
Yep.
little number.
Is that
Yeah,
a
good aim.
223?
Didn't help the old, no, 5.56. Yeah, I shot
Yeah,
223
5.56.
short because it's NATO. So, but
He got
it's,
caught. They got caught because they were shooting into a tree down in Texas, wherever their home was.
No, in Seattle.
It's
It was like a hole all the way across the country.
Yeah.
They fucking found some tree and took it apart and found the bullets and did this fucking beautiful lineage of ballistics. And oh man, that story was really incredible. I think that
Sounds
was
like they did a lot better than the Charlie Kirk ballistics, but good for them.
That's an interesting story there, RW. I don't know what to think about that.
I don't follow. I
There-
listen to Candace Owens. That's it.
That dude fucking killed him.
Good for
They
you.
climbed up on that roof and killed him.
That's no
There's
proof of that.
end of story.
It
Thank you.
seems
Shot him in the
We'll
neck.
see, Aphid. We'll see, Aphid.
Shot him in the neck.
The
it seems like
discovery
that's
the discovery part in the pretrial is interesting a lot of people. So we'll see what happens.
yeah. Is Riddle there? He hasn't said anything.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey,
Oh, there he is.
What
The
up?
answer is yes.
buddy.
Riddle, how you doing, buddy?
I'm all right.
He's just
Have
listening
you
to this
have you
nonsense.
been all right the whole time?
During this conversation, yeah, I suppose.
No, since the last time we saw you, have things been going
Oh,
okay?
It was like 2
A lot.
months, 3 months.
Good.
It's-
All
I
It's
think it's
been-
longer than that.
Yeah,
It's
took a
longer.
break.
it's longer than that, but yeah.
It's like a riddle drought.
microphone sounds crisp, bro.
I hope you hope you did all right, and I hope you're doing all right, buddy.
I appreciate that.
Did you upgrade your microphone since last speaking to us?
I suppose so.
Yeah, I
Oh
mean,
man,
I
it
can't.
sounds-
I
gotta
can't
be.
tell. I can't tell how
Gotta
it's. I can't tell how it sounds now, but yeah.
It's
It's
very
ultra
different.
crisp. It's got a good compression going. It's nice. It's
Mhm.
crisp.
kind of like an
I gotta
iPad too,
take
but like
off. I'll see you guys. Good seeing y'all.
See,
Great
Top.
having
Buddy.
Great
best
seeing you,
time ever.
Topper.
Thanks for coming, Tapu. Have a good week.
All right. It's
Look,
good seeing you, Riddle.
look for me driving down the highway in about a week. Top.
In a
Yeah,
week.
swerve.
Where are you? Why are you passing through here though?
I'm going to DC and then I'm going up to Long Beach.
is
Yeah.
Hang out.
Okay.
Go to Topple's house. Swim in the pool, man.
he made
Come on.
a deal on Philadelphia Facebook Marketplace, and he's
Oh, is that what it
Yeah,
is?
that's
pick up
right.
his
That's
goods.
right.
Got a new iPhone watch coming.
Yeah, I'm spending $500 to save $25.
I'll
Gen,
see you
Gen
guys.
1 iPhone. Yeah. See you, buddy. All right. Good stuff. Yeah. Good shit. All right. Having all the old crew back here. Good stuff. What else you got, crew?
Yeah, it's
I
up
was
to you
just gonna
guys.
say,
I've got.
I'm
nothing.
ready to go.
well.
Yeah, I'm
I
tired
just-
of shit.
Yeah, I just wanted. I know you guys are gonna conclude everything, but I just at least wanted to say that I miss you guys, and you guys look well. RW, did you lose
Aw.
weight?
It's possible.
You look.
I
You
don't
look.
know.
You look good, man. Honestly.
Thank you. It's the
Nice shirt,
The
RW,
shirt.
by the way.
yeah, it's the shirt.
I
Thank
don't
you.
think it's just. I don't think it's just the shirt, but you look. You look good, and
Thank you.
I just miss you guys. It's been a while, and yes,
Yeah,
I've been out of it for a while, and I've.
good to hear you.
The honest truth is that I've forsaken politics. To be honest, it's
Yeah. A lot of people have.
it's so blissful. It's so nice.
Oh man, I did that too. To Riddle, I like 2.5 3 years
couple
ago.
years ago, yeah, he's-
Yeah, that's like really. I enjoy my life better for sure.
Less rage.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Very much.
I use it as only a light sprinkling or spice to read things, inform
To
myself,
punch down with.
and laugh. I laugh at people, but I could see how there's sort of people who get very wrapped up in it, and it becomes like an overwhelming
Yeah.
thing in their life. And
I did. I know I did.
yeah, I could see how it would be. It'd be like having a bad girlfriend and being like, I fucking dumped her. I'm free. God damn it. You know, like we've all
Yeah.
been there. I could see how you would want that feeling if that's how politics treats you. So that's awesome, man. I'm happy for you, buddy.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
well, sometimes it's not just the choice of. Well, it's something he's got to make the choice, right? Sometimes you lose people.
Sure.
Fuck yeah.
There's
Thanksgiving
also been a
at the
large
family's house ain't the same.
There's a large exodus from a lot of people in the last 5 months, I guess, or 6 months, away from debate and into different forms of communication. So that's been good. That's been good.
Yeah. It
I'm,
seems
I'm,
like
I'm gonna be 53 in like a month. No, not even like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Hmm.
And like my life is way too short to like every 4 years like worry about shit.
Yeah.
So fuck that.
Hey, by the way, Aphid, happy birthday! I mean, my
See you,
birthday
Don.
sounds like it's
Soon
close
to
to yours.
come. You a Leo?
Yeah, 15.
Fuck yeah.
All right, good talking to you. Good
Well-
stop. Thanks for stopping by, Don.
See you,
Dawn's the
Don.
best.
Nana nap territory. That sounds nice.
Yeah, no, that means that she's only got one eyelid open.
That's true.
Yeah, okay, that's where I am.
Yeah.
Damn, Dawn's a nana? She's a hot nana if she's a real fucking nana.
I usually get a
She is.
Good for
There you go, Dawn. That was
I
for
get
you.
a Saturday afternoon nap, and I did not receive my Saturday afternoon nap today. So
Bro, I thought today was
that
Friday.
sucks.
So that's where I was at this morning.
All right, dude. I'm gonna say my goodbyes.
I'm gonna say goodbye too. Then,
All
hey,
On that
so it's gonna
note-
be like 3 weeks till I see you guys, and I'll
All
miss
right.
you for sure.
Well,
I'll
have
be in
fun
your
with
neck of the
Guardians.
woods, but
put
Hey,
something
Jay,
on in the Discord then. Let us know how you're doing.
I will. I'll
All right,
I'll touch
exactly.
base in there.
All right, sounds
All
good.
right.
Enjoy
All right, guys.
95, bro.
Have-
Enjoy
have
that
a great-
95.
Have a great time
See
with
you
the
guys.
family.
I will,
See you
man.
later.
I can't
All
wait.
right. All right.
See you guys.
All
Good to see you,
right.
Riddle.
Yeah, good to see you, man. Good. Have fun. Have fun.
Thank
Peace.
you, Smoke Steve, for hosting it. I really enjoyed it. Good talking to everybody, especially getting to hear Riddle. I'm really glad to hear you, and RW as always. And Smoke Steve, you guys have a great week, everybody.
You too.
Thank you, Last
And
Dance.
it's always nice to hear your old man talk back for your texts, Last Dance. Message from blank, blank, blank. Message from, we hear
Yeah.
that every week.
That's my.
Okay.
That's so I
It's
don't
kind of a big
miss.
deal.
I don't miss Jennifer's text messages ever.
I love it. I
Yeah,
want
Can
her
you
weekly.
just change it to hey?
well, that's
Oh,
too disruptive. This is what I saw.
Okay.
I like the robot. It's really like it's from the it sounds like from the 50s. Message from Jennifer. Message from Jennifer. Like, it's hilarious.
Danger.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for having me
All
for
right.
just a
All
moment,
right,
just
buddy.
to say
Take
hi.
care.
And I love
Yeah,
you guys.
anytime. See you soon,
just-
I hope.
Maybe next time you get here earlier, we can have more of a conversation.
Yeah,
If you
I'm
can-
down for that. I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right.
And
Don't
have
be
a
a
good night.
stranger. See you, man.
All right, see ya.
All right, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm just gonna go ahead and reduce you out of here unless you want to do
Yeah, how
it
do I-
yourself. There you go. Last dance is gone. RW, I see you down there. Should I go find you? Is that happening? That music thing you were talking about tonight, or is that in the future? Yes. Thumbs up. All right, we got ourselves a little bit of party coming on down there, and I'm just gonna make a fool out of myself. That's what I like to do. All right, everyone, it's been great, and we'll catch you next week. Should I play a song? Oh, only see you. No, it'll be bad. Nobody else is here anymore. Wait, there's 14 people here. Let's adjust the sound settings. Let's fix the sound settings. Just have faith in the sound. Don Browning's still here. What up, sweetie? That's it. Gonna go find a place to chill elsewhere. Thank you for being here, everybody. You're all the best. I love you. Thank you for hanging. Bye.